due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. Oh, 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 oh. We roll. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 Oh, 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 oh. We roll. Oh, 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 oh. And oh, 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 oh. Yeah, we roll. We roll. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew.
Oh,
All my
It'll
character
be fine.
playlists
Make your heart
are in a
attack for when
folder
I
now.
start
All
the
my
game. It'll be
character
fine. Make your heart
playlists are in a
attack for when
folder
I
now.
start
All
the
my
game. It'll be
character
fine. Make your
playlists
heart
are in a
attack for when
folder
I
now.
start
All
the
my
game. It'll be
character
fine. Make your
playlists
heart
are in
attack.
sorry about that. I fixed that too. Wow. Hi, everybody.
Hi,
We're
you all
starting to
missed
get
conversation
echoes.
about Spotify and the ability to make folders.
So
We're
happy
having
right
some
now.
serious echoes for a second there.
Seriously.
Chaos,
And I wanted
chaos,
to-
anarchy, chaos,
Mhm.
anarchy. Welcome back to Dinner and a Game, where we greet you with the most obvious chaos that can ever be assembled, and then I call them my players and I run games for them. But tonight, I get to be part of the chaos, and someone else gets to herd the cats. She's done it before successfully. They will do it again eventually. Please, everyone, welcome our storyteller, game master, keeper for the evening, the amazing Miss Liz 2. Miss Liz, how are you doing?
I am wonderful. I might get to traumatize you all and torture you all. This is going to be great.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be wonderful. I'm counting on you.
Yes, you all just keep feeding me things that
I
just
know.
keep feeding into things that everybody else is giving me and just making it better. That's why this has turned from a one-shot into like a 4-episode mini campaign.
Dun dun dun.
Called We're Here for the Cult Stuff.
For those of you who didn't know, tonight we are going to be playing Monster of the Week, which will be run by Miss Liz 2 and feature all the other cast members as players. Now, if those of you who actually saw the video I put out earlier this week saying that I would not be running anything this week, I'm not. Oh, well, except for my Friday show, which I always run. But I'm not running anything this week because last night we didn't do anything because we didn't have anyone available to run. Tonight, Miss Liz has stepped up to run, and I get to play. And playing, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely therapeutic, no matter what type of trauma Miss Liz says they can infect upon us. It is my safe space, my get out of jail free card from my own personal anxieties. So anytime I get a chance to play, I'm going to take it. And Miss Liz has been kind enough to step up and give me that opportunity. But for my fellow trauma recipients, I would like to say good evening to you all.
Hi.
Let's
Hey.
let it.
Hi.
I gotta put the fucking sound. Oh, sound alerts are in there. I gotta do fucking the sound alert now. Where is it? What's this? Ah, here
That
we
should
go.
be my new ringtone. I'm gonna find Stitch saying hi for a ringtone now.
I have it in the sound alerts, so I'm gonna play it. But anyway, while I'm finding that, where'd it go? Oh, I hate this. So what we're gonna do tonight is we're going to be playing Monster of the Week. Miss Liz is gonna be running. I'll play this one then.
Touching me. She's touching me.
I'm not touching you.
You're touching me.
Not touching.
Touching me.
It's free air.
She's touching me.
Oh, how?
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
So anyway, yeah, we're gonna play Monster of the Week, and each one of these lovely people has agreed to play a trauma recipient in this game, so Miss Liz can have someone to torture. Because as every game master knows, it is not a game when you don't have players who are willing to suffer the trauma that you want to inflict. Because there's a certain hierarchy in the RPG community which greatly resembles the BDSM community, and currently Miss Liz is our dom, so we're gonna be good little subbies.
Just a circle. There's no separation, just the circle.
So let's go ahead and let everyone say hi and tell everybody what type of trauma you want to receive by saying who you're playing. Tonight we will start with Sam.
Wow, shit, we're starting moving.
Yeah,
Dang,
I'm sorry.
That's
with
a
you, Dan.
first. I'm not ready for
I
this.
just realized I
Hi.
have
You do it every Tuesday.
That's Tuesday. This is not Tuesday.
Mhm.
Same difference.
Different. No, difference.
Sam,
Same difference.
who are you playing tonight?
So tonight I am playing Aaron Crux, a spellslinger who, for those who were here for Liz's last one shot, they are very familiar with. To Milagros' disdain, yes, they are blonde, but they specialize in all manners of the arcane, diablerie, and of course, fuckery.
Fuckery. We do not mess with fuckery. Fuckery is the number one object of every single one of these games, and this is the game that we're going to be utilizing it the most. So, thank you very much, Sam. We'll keep going around the horn and go to Lady Vamp themselves. Hi, Cassie.
Hi.
Hi. You just decided to do it for real?
Hi. It's just my regular voice when I get excited.
So, who are you playing tonight, Cassie?
I'm playing Miss Azalea Carson. She is the Hex because what bad luck is fun.
I
Bad
think I
luck
have
is
the wrong
just fun.
character name in your thing, because I saw Theo.
Oh, you saw Theo is
The other guy.
Sam's torture victim.
Yes.
Liz gets ass.
Wait, Liz gets ass?
Which
Liz
one of the
definitely
cousins?
gets ass.
Which one of the cousins?
I heard her say it, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna go bad real fast." All right, real quick. Hang on one second. Let me find Theo. Boop, boop, boop. Damn it! No double clicking. And so you said Azalea Carson?
Yeah, Azalea's the same one that I played for Liz's first game.
Got it. There you go. And is it still she, her?
Yes.
And how do you spell Azalea?
Azalea.
Just all the A's.
And Carson.
All the A's. I do like A's.
There we go. All right, it's fixed. Sorry.
No, that's my bad. I
No,
didn't
no.
even pick that up. I was like,
All right, that is done. Yes, I'm dead. I know, Malagos, I'm dead.
Oh no, you'll see.
You'll see.
Oh no,
It's
I
not
don't
for
want to
you.
see. Oh wait, never mind. It's probably something that we've been through before. Ladies and gentlemen, never let your cast have any type of leeway. They will take it and run with it, and you will be tortured forever.
We love you.
So
Sure.
let's keep on going around too. Let's go with Milagros since Milagros wants some attention.
Hi.
Milagros, who
Hello.
are you playing tonight?
I am playing Mama Albert,
Ensemble.
the formerly retired former Monster Hunter / foster mom to a bunch of random gay kids / candy distributor. That sounds like she's a drug dealer. It's just regular candy.
It is.
Who has a Mary Poppins shitty pickup truck. And I think she adopted your character, Ray. He's gonna be the new big brother to all her random
Maybe I
gay
should
kids.
switch back to the.
God, could we survive 2 hexes in a party?
Well, because I was gonna say, because basically I'm playing a different character now, so because I'm playing the Risen, and he's not a kid.
Wait, so how old is he?
He's like 30s, early 30s.
That's still a kid to her. That's still a kid to her.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right, so let's continue the roundhouse and go around to the Lord of the Manor, the King of the Castle, Fantasy Daddy, Sphinx
Fantasy
Akasha.
Daddy.
I'm the king of the castle. Get down, you dirty rascal. Hi, everybody. I'm Sphinx Akasha, your champion of bards, your storyteller for all seasons, keeper of the Eye of the Wayfarer, and the proprietor of the Everbright. What's the Everbright, you ask? Stop asking questions. Like, you'll find out eventually. Just
But I like
don't worry
asking
about it.
questions.
Oh, you can ask all the questions. You can ask all the questions. You can ask. the
Oh
questions.
God.
I won't. I can't promise you I'll answer them right away. You can ask. I today am playing Dionysus Rockwell, but you can call me because me, Deal.
All right, I'm getting the gloves.
I am my playbook is the demonic because I am in fact the son of the devil that Sam's character happened to owe a favor for.
And Sam's
Pops
character
and
now
I
has to
don't talk.
babysit you forever.
Oh joy.
It's funny for us. Oh my gosh. And finally, we have, of course, myself. I am Mr. Dagshow. I am the founder of the Feast here at Dinner and a Game. The GM for this, as we've already said, is Miss Liz, and she is an amazing, amazing, amazing person for having done this. And Celtic is giving away tons of shit in chat, so he's blowing out his points. Everything's going nuts.
Raising?
He's blowing what?
He's
Blowing nuts.
Where?
No.
For how many cookies?
Going are we?
We've already established who is the official representative for that for Dinner and a Game, and it is Admiral.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
true.
no,
That is
no,
true.
Because he
That's true.
has a line of subbies who will be waiting for him at Gen Con.
Mhm. Which is unfortunate when we don't get working keys.
This is your reminder that this is an 18+ stream. If you're not
Yes.
18, then you're 12.
You're 12.
Yeah.
You've seen
Get
our comedy?
out of here.
Have
Here,
you
take a
seen
cheese
our
stick
sets
and
of
get out.
comedy? We're already 12.
Take it to animals and get out.
Yeah,
Take
take your
a cheese
animal.
stick, take it
Take
to
your
animals and get
snacky.
out.
You get the animal and a,
Squish.
and a stuffy and go.
Here,
Hey,
here,
stuffies
whichever
are
one
for
you
everyone.
And
Take them and
Cotton
leave.
candy,
so,
butterscotch.
seriously,
Some
Our
of these are
world is
items.
original.
Shit.
Shh, shh, shh. Calm
No.
down.
No.
Calm down.
I refuse.
Try.
We're raising money for PCRF. We are taking donations for PCRF. We have $600 raised so far. We're trying to get to 1,000. We only have $400 more to go. Anything you can do to help will help. You have a list in the on screen right now that tells you what your donations will do and how to donate. What you have to do when you donate is you have to put in the comments how much number one, how much you're going to distribute out to whatever you're donating. Like if you donate $100, that would be nice. If you donate $100, you can give out 2 Devastators to anyone you want, including the Game Master. So be sure to make sure that you have that written down in your comments. The donations are immediately collected and immediately used by PCRF. There's no holding period, and the donations are done through PCRF's website. So we do not even touch the donations. They go directly to PCRF. No middleman involved. No other organization taking cuts. This is PCRF completely. So if you can donate, please do. This is one of the most direct ways you can go to help people out who are stuck in that region and suffering with the atrocities that are happening there. And this is one of the more direct ways you can actually do something about it. So if you can donate, please do. And like I said, you can donate as little as $1 to as much as you want. And you can influence the game in any way you want to, because all the checks and balances that are on the bits and the dagger dollars are not on the donates. So you can throw out as many Devastators as you can afford. It's not just one a game. So yeah, go ahead and fire that off if you feel like it. And remember, if you want to support Dinner and a Game, you can acquire our merch. I'm actually not wearing merch for the first time tonight because I forgot.
I am, and hilariously, unintentionally, I'm wearing the Tears of My Players shirt.
Which is the shirt for this game. The Tears of My Players, only the Tears of My Players can quench my thirst. Cry for me. Oh wait, I do have my mug as well.
Making me cry.
I have the same mug that Liz is wearing.
Yes, mistress.
I didn't even realize it until just now. I had just grabbed a shirt out of the drawer earlier, and then was like, "Wait, I'm wearing the Tears of My Players shirt."
And for all of our fans, that does mean that she was naked at one point today. There you go.
Aha!
All of us were.
The scandal.
I mean,
Scandal.
I mean, can you be sure that all of us were, Sam?
Yeah. Sam. Wait, Sam,
are you peeping?
checking?
Sam
have
actually
that
has
kind
cameras.
of power. Jesus,
Sam has cameras.
time.
in
I
the
don't have
room.
that kind of power.
Who has that kind of power and time in this economy?
I
would
mean,
not be
you
surprised
worked
if there's
with me, so
cameras in the
technically
house.
You did have that kind of time.
All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let you guys suffer for your sins and be part of us being tortured by Miss Liz. Also, if you want to support Dinner and a Game in other ways, you can subscribe to any of our socials. You can subscribe to actually, you can follow us on any of our socials and subscribe to any of our channels that allow subscriptions, such as YouTube or here on Twitch or on TikTok, which is over there. You can also go through and you can give us stars on Facebook. There's super chats on YouTube, and you can give us bits on Twitch, and I think it's stars on TikTok. I can't remember what it is.
Stars.
Bring
Hearts.
flowers?
Are we unbanned?
Flowers. Yeah, we're unbanned.
Yay!
So
Let's
we
get
can't say
rebanned.
anything about lesbians.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
got a letter from TikTok and it says we can't talk about lesbians.
That's gonna be really hard
Damn
with this
it.
character, but go
But I
on.
like lesbians.
Take my favorite thing off the playing field.
I'm just seeing how bad the bot is.
Terrible.
So, other than that, hi guys. It's time for Liz to take over. Are you guys ready for this?
Let's
I've been ready for Liz to take over for a long time.
Hey, yo.
Listen, whatever they want. Whatever they want.
Yes, mistress.
Except for lesbians.
Yeah, all the
Is that a
God damn
TikTok
it.
thing?
Sorry, Milagros, you
The
just
ta-
gotta do
Oh,
it.
for your
I'm sorry.
okay.
The
So
town is
only
overrun
TikTok.
by lesbians.
Oh
Only
no!
TikTok. Is that why they're
my
banning
worst
TikTok because
fear.
there's no lesbians?
Yes.
Damn it.
That's
Uh,
what it is.
Well, guys,
I'm
I
really
gotta
confused
go.
on what's
It was
happening on my
nice knowing you.
TikTok then.
Before I start everything, just for our watchers, I do want to let you know there could be a really dark moment at some point in the game. If it comes up, I will give a warning beforehand so that you have the opportunity to mute if gore, trauma, body horror is not something that you want to be hearing about, because I know that can cross some boundaries. I've already checked with the players. They're all okay with it. I will give a warning beforehand, and I will do a little thumbs up if you've muted it so that you know it's safe to turn the sound back on. And now we're going to get into it. And so first, we start with our hook. It is about 3 nights after Mama Albert left to head to Yosemite. We are outside of his house, and slowly you'd watch as the camera pans up and over the house and to the lake behind. And it's the dark of night. And as the moon comes over the trees, a whirlpool starts to form in the center of the lake. And you can hear the sound of a violin playing. And as the violin plays, a voice comes from the depths. The time has come, but the man has not yet arrived. And on the edge of the lake, a small creature climbs out, and it turns back, and it faces the lake, and it just bows, and you see just a little dribble of water come from its head as it slowly starts to walk away and almost seems unsteady, kind of stumbles and totters, but it walks off into the woods. And as it does, the whirlpool starts to end, slowing, the top of the water stilling, and the violin music disappears. And now we get to about a week after that, where a raggedy old pickup truck is chugging its way back into town, a spew of black smoke coming out of that muffler. That exhaust is not sounding too great. Mama Albert, would you like to describe yourself?
Okay. So, especially because it's back, if you've ever seen the X-Men 1992 cartoon, take that Wolverine, who is the manlet that he was meant to be, just tiny, stocky little fucker, mutton chops and all, but a lesbian. The spiky hair with tons of gray streaks, unkempt freaking sideburns, button chops, denim on denim, literally denim t-shirt, button down, denim jeans, really, really tired old worn leather belt with a big fat buckle on it. Really, really old leather boots. Are very well maintained, but clearly get into a lot of shit all the time. And a battle jacket that has patches on patches from decades of use. And the truck isn't messy. No, it's messy. It's not trash. It's just that she has everything she could possibly need for any situation, either next to her, in the glove box, on the dashboard, or within arm's reach behind her, just in case. You never know. One of the things in the passenger seat is an axe that's still in its sheath and with a harness that she wears to have it on her back. And the blade is out while she's driving. You never know.
You've got one hand on the wheel. You've got the axe in the other hand, because there is a person in your passenger seat, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sam, would you like to introduce your
Oh my
character?
god.
Yeah. So Riley, sitting in the passenger seat, leaning back, looking bored. Bored as all hell. With messy, dirty blonde hair, kind of ice blue eyes, stubble, like the 5 o'clock shadow constantly going on, is Aaron Crux. Just brown leather trench coat that has obviously seen way too much. An AC/DC t-shirt, cargos and boots, and he's just like one arm like resting on the window, one arm is like, I could have just, and we'd be there, right? Struck it off.
And what's to stop you from just fucking off? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Save on gas money.
She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Last time you said that and tapped the hood, a piece fell out that cost almost $1,000.
I got a friend who will fix that up for me. It's fine.
Yeah, I hate to tell you
know
this,
a guy.
Duct Tape and WD-40 are not your friends in this case.
No. For that shit, I know a guy. I've got a guy. He fixed this truck, my refrigerator, and my cat.
I've got questions about the cat, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh, that bitch is never gonna die. She's 20 years old. Still
What'd you
jumping
do?
around.
Stick a catalytic converter up there? You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. If they worked on this truck, I don't want to know what else they worked on. Just remind me to never eat anything out of your fridge.
Is everyone okay if we just let the two of them go with that?
Yeah, let's go.
It's
I'm
just
watching
this
this.
for 3 hours.
I'm watching this. Let's go.
It's just the trip.
Improv, baby, improv.
Listen, okay, it's the garage fridge. You know the one where all the fucking drinks go. And then we've got the meat fridge, the deep freezer, also in the garage, but it's in another area of the garage. We got the basement fridge for leftovers. I got a lot of fucking kids. They can eat. Okay, it takes 2 fridges to hold enough food for those fuckers. And the
So-
cat.
Just tell me
interrupt?
which one did they put it in?
Please let me interrupt for 1 second. This is completely Grandpa from fucking the vampire movie with the twin actor boys who were really popular back in the 80s. Kiefer Sutherland was with the leader of the vampires.
Oh,
Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Grandpa
Yes,
from Lost
okay.
Boys
Lost Boys, yeah.
arguing with Bodhi from Point Break. That's what the fuck this is.
Oh my god.
Oh, that is too perfect. Just tell me which fridge do they work on? Just tell me it's not all of them.
Easiest fridge is the upstairs fridge. The fridge
Okay.
he worked on, the fridge he fixed up, was the garage drink fridge.
Your
See,
favorite
now I
fridge.
can't trust any of the drinks that come out there.
Well, sometimes they give you a little static shock, but it just wakes you up. It's like coffee. It's fine. It's just a little buzz.
Look, I've drank a drink that shocks you before. It wasn't from this realm, and I'd rather not do it again because those side effects were not something to scoff at.
So do I get the rest of it, or you got any left?
Oh, hell no. Absolutely. If I don't want to go through it, what makes you think I'll give it to you? I'll give that to my enemies.
Listen, if it's something I haven't gotten to try yet, I'll
Look,
try. And
look,
if it takes me out, it takes me out.
All I'm saying is this. Typically, there's not many things I wouldn't do to my enemies. It's about a 50-50 chance whether I'd let them drink that.
So you're telling me if I give you a little stab or something, then I get it.
Don't test your luck.
So, Mama Albert, you are chug-a-lug-a-lugging on into town,
Rattling the all the way down.
rattling the occasional backfire with the big plume of smoke. And eventually, you're pulling up that main street, and you feel it. You feel the engine's like, oh, no, I've had enough, bitch. We gotta stop somewhere.
I gotta call my guy.
we gotta. So you
That
pull into a
guy.
parking lot, and in front of you is what is normally the local diner,
Uh-oh.
but So you're parked, and taking up about 3 spaces next to you is a very, not a very large, but a decently mid-sized tractor trailer with a logo and a name that you've never seen on it before. And the truck says AR Films. And I'm going to drop into the cast chat exactly what this logo looks like.
Ooh.
Give me just a second.
Oh, geez.
Do you want me to put it up on stream too?
You can if you want. I just gotta do the thing.
Why am I hearing an alternate version of the Oompa Loompa song? You'll know which one.
And I was Hugh Grant singing it.
Maybe?
Oh, hell no.
Oh,
boy.
Jesus.
Oh, fuck.
Is
And
this
they
a
took the
familiar
diner?
symbol?
Wow.
You can either roll sharp or weird.
I'm rolling weird.
I figured you would. And
Rolling
underneath-
weird.
Underneath this logo, it says AR Films.
What my weird I think is a +2. Yeah, +2, so that 6 and a 4 and 2. I'm saving that +1 for later. 12.
12. Okay. So you are looking at this. And it just flashes. This is the symbol of that cult that you were hunting. The one that had led you here originally.
Just kind of sees the symbolism on it. Just makes almost like a little window, just looking at it a little bit closer. A little magical interfacing between the fingers. Like,
As you do that, how it says AR Films underneath, it stretches out. Instead of just saying AR Films, it says Dromalex Rise Films.
Alex Rise.
It's on the screen now.
Wasn't that the company that was working on that?
You know who stole my fucking diner?
That's not good.
The
And as you
diner's
say
missing.
that, coming from around the diner's not missing. The diner's not missing, but the normal sign of, I'd never named the diner. We're just gonna roll with it, of whatever the name
Diner.
of the diner is. It just probably just says diner, honestly.
Yeah, it's
Just
probably
diner.
just diner. It's the
That sign
diner.
is covered, and there's another sign. It says Helene's in front of it. And as you kind of realize that, from around the corner, cigarette, between her fingers, smoking away, you see the normal waitress at the diner, Miss Betty.
Mama Alberta's gonna roll down the window because there's no fucking way this has an automatic window mechanism in this truck. And if it did, it would have been broken. And she's gonna lean out and immediately just, Betty, you've known me for 20 years. Promise me, you swear to me, they did not turn our diner into some fucking vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, happiness-free piece of shit. Please.
No. The fucking owner. So they're filming that movie in town.
Which one?
That weird horror movie. I don't know what they're calling it.
So I can
But-
still eat, right?
Some days they're using it as a filming set, I think it's called. Some days they gave the owner a real good deal.
All right. Can't be mad at that.
So he basically got a shit ton of money and they get to use the space and we have to be shut down.
All right.
They're-
Can I get some kind of schedule or something? Because I got a couple of kids, and if they don't get that one thing that they eat on that day, it's just hell in the house.
Don't worry. If it ain't if it's gonna be one of those days where it's closed, I will make sure that Antonio makes it and we get it delivered to you.
Thank you.
But I don't know. This has all been crazy. I heard a rumor that there was some A-list star and he turned into a cannibal.
Wait, which one?
I don't know. I don't watch any of that kind of stuff. I guess he was in one of them Transmogrifier movies.
One of the newer ones or one of the older ones?
My mind's going in a very different direction when I hear trans. Hold on. You mean the robot car ones?
Yeah, the robot cars.
I got a kid who's obsessed with that.
Yeah, apparently, like, the main dude of that, like, turned into a cannibal, but you didn't hear it from me because I ain't supposed to talk about it.
I never hear anything from you.
I know.
It's because you need to get your hearing aids cleaned out.
I got a guy for that. It's fine. I don't need to go to the doctor. It takes too long.
Got the same guy who works on the.
Oh yeah, he just recently took care of my dog.
No.
He does dogs and cats now? Okay, next time a dog walks onto my property and won't leave, I'll go see him.
I heard he's even starting to do like ferrets and
I
stuff.
was just waiting for her to reach behind the counter and pick something up and put down a taxidermy dog.
Fix my dog up real good. Real good.
Look, he put little wings on him, his little Pegasus dog.
It's the best. I love
Plugged
it.
his ass at the catalytic converter. This thing, baby, to go.
It's got wheels. It's like a scooter. Shut up, Sam.
It's like, what is with this guy and animals? Seen some weird things with animals, but not this. Not this.
If this guy is revealed to be a supernatural, no one's doing shit to him. He's too helpful. he's too helpful.
I have to make this man an NPC now.
Until you say that until we meet this guy and he looks like Shao Tucker.
Stop. Unacceptable.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
He animals up all right.
Mama Albert is gonna turn to Aaron and be like, "You need him to fix anything up for you?" Because I
I
already
can
got
fix
to
it
see him for the
myself.
truck.
Trust me, I can fix things myself. I
You can
prefer
fix
it that way.
ferrets?
Why would you fix a ferret?
Well, that's the next thing he's working on. He fixes cats, dogs, cars, fridges, ferrets.
I think I'm fine.
Next thing you know, it's going to be planes. Trains.
He
Hey,
works for
Canadian
Boeing.
Airlines. Hey, I know a guy.
Not a
Wait.
Boeing.
Nope. Okay.
Maybe
he works for Boeing.
No.
Well, at least you said planes and not bridges.
Oh,
Ugh.
Too soon, Sam.
too soon.
So,
I
Mama
literally love
Albert,
that.
Aaron, as you are having this conversation,
Oh,
you see someone very familiar coming down the street. And Cassie, would you like to introduce Azalea again?
Yes.
All right. So little Miss Azalea, she's got like that crazy frizzy wild child like blonde hippie hair. It's like kind of kinky, kind of curly. Like maybe she braided it 3 days ago and hasn't washed it. Who knows? Various layers of like grays and blacks, and none of it matches. But it's all floaty, like handkerchief, ripped up hems, oversized. She looks like Misty Day from American Horror Story.
I love her.
Exactly. She's adorable. She's great.
I
She's
know
got the
her
little
vibes.
boots.
Yes.
Like she's just got it. She's got it. Her little she's got a shawl no matter how hot it is that her grandma made for her, and she really loves it. It's really important to her. Stop it, puss. You're in the way. Yeah.
Man,
That
that
is not
puss.
that is not the trauma bead.
Sorry.
No,
Too fat of a puss.
The
for
devil
this group.
incarnate. Watching you. She's just walking down the street. She's probably got like a handful of wildflowers that are really just like dandelions.
Yeah. And Azalea, how are you doing? You a couple of weeks ago learned that your sister is part
Yeah.
cult.
Yeah. She's kind of push that off to the side. There's definitely some smeared eyeliner, eyeshadow down her cheeks, but dude, you've never seen her cry. She's just kind of a little extra floaty, like that she's not quite there at any given point in time.
Okay.
But especially so right now.
So yeah, you see your friend, your former compatriot, walking down the street, bunch of dandelions in hand, looking a little less herself.
Oh, hold on. There's a trick to open the door on this side, so it takes a second. But Mama Albert,
NPC.
I love it. I love it.
Look, if that door doesn't open, he's rolling down the window and Aaron is crawling out.
no, that was actually the door that Ray's last character, Chris,
Broke.
I
busted.
broke the door
He
handle.
broke the
Didn't break
door.
the
So
door
that-
handle.
so there's an extra trick to open that, and everything's duct taped right now because Bob Albert hasn't gone and seen her guy to fix it. But she's gonna get out of the car and go to Azalea and kind of like wave her down.
Oh, hey, Mama, you're back.
Hi, baby. How are you doing? You need some candy?
Oh, yes, I'd love some candy. That sounds wonderful.
Here you go.
What do you got today? Oh, these are my favorite. She'll just pop one open and like stick it in her mouth. I'm gonna save these ones for later. How was your trip?
It was interesting. I've got a Fed now and another kid, but I'm always bringing those around.
You brought a Fed to town?
And Azalea, in the car, you see Aaron, who you
Wait,
met
what the?
a few
Oh,
weeks ago.
fucking door handles got great. All right, you know what?
Oh, I know him.
It's just almost falls out of the car trying to crawl out, or out of the truck trying to crawl out of the window, but eventually just.
I know that you city people drive all kinds of them fancy cars. It's door handles. You just pull on them and the door will open up.
No, yeah, typically that works when there is one.
It's
What happened with
still
the first
attached.
time?
One of the new kids, he was hitchhiking. He needed some help. I picked him up, and he didn't know the trick to open the door, but I'll have it fixed.
Oh. Well, you picked up another kid and a Fed.
Oh, come on. We've met before.
I know, but I thought after that whole business that
Oh,
would.
no, I've never been a Fed. I'm just very good at disguising myself with one.
So you're impersonating an officer. If I didn't know no
Well-
better, I'd call Sheriff Mulligan.
Well, I mean, technically, I'm on call, so I'm on their roster, but not officially. I kind of don't exist to them. I exist when they need me to exist.
You're like one of the Men in Black.
He's
Yeah,
magic.
except I'm not a big fan of the color.
He's Magic Men in Black.
Magic Men in Black. Okay. Interesting. You don't have one of them little clicky thingies, do you?
No, but I got different ways of doing the same effect, though it's much louder and flashier. And
Well, you stay away from me.
I have no reason to do that to you.
Oh, be careful. He can teleport.
Teleport.
Just
Yeah, just-
poof, from here to there.
Mm.
It takes a little bit of practice, takes a little bit of setup, but I can. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, why would you do that when you have two perfectly good feet?
Why would you do that when we've invented cars?
That is
Simple.
true.
That is not a car. That is Frankenstein's monster on cocaine.
How
That's
did you
not my
know that
fault.
of-
That is not a car.
No,
No, Mama got that.
that's my baby.
Down like a
That's
sick
my
dog.
first baby. And you apologize to her, or she's gonna break on your side, and you're gonna have to pay
She's
my
already
guy to
broken
fix
on
it.
my side.
Well,
And I
then you can
offered to
just.
buy you a brand new car multiple times. You've always said no.
I would when that truck goes, I go. and so will the cat. All three of us are tied together.
That is true. They do have a little pack.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure
Have
the
you
same
been
guy
letting
who
him
worked on
work
the
on you
car.
too?
He did do a little work on me, but like we don't need to talk about that all that
Is there
much.
anything this guy doesn't do?
No,
Yeah,
that's
he
why
doesn't
he's
bite.
the guy. Oh, well, yeah.
His
No,
bread's
I'll
real
do it.
awful.
Breeds either.
Yeah, that's
It's disturbing.
we just don't talk about that yet. I'm adding the guy to my
Yeah, no,
The
the
guy.
to my notes.
That's I'm going to
yeah,
make him, and his name is just going to be the guy.
the guy, and he's given a different name to everyone, different
Actually,
nicknames.
can his
Oh, yeah.
first name actually be Guy? Can he be like French of French
Oh, like
descent
Free
and
Guy
his
Guy?
G-U-Y-E.
Guy,
Yeah,
yes,
He's guy.
Good.
Just
he's
guy.
guy.
Just the notes that says the guy stash like dash. That's it.
That's it.
that's it.
The guy. He's the guy.
The guy.
So as poor Aaron is learning more and more about the guy,
Oh, I don't like the guy.
a motorcycle comes roaring down the street, pulls into the spot next to this poor dilapidated truck.
On a motorcycle that looks worse.
Oh my.
And Ray,
Mhm.
please introduce yourself.
So you see a guy, blue jeans, like basically it looks like he went to the Salvation Army and asked for whatever they had left over. And so he's like ill-fitting blue jeans, a polo that's like not even in the greatest shape. The only thing he has that he really is clinging on to is he has one of those old brown, really broken in leather bomber jackets. And that's like he actually fits him and everything like that. And but everything else looks like he picked it up secondhand or got it given to him free or something. But he is sitting on top of a motorcycle that has seen better days. One of the front forks is so rusted that near the top there's a hole in it. The gas tank has been repainted so many different times and then had the paint slowly chip off that it looks like some kind of abstract artist did it. It has one muffler that is literally held. It's got two mufflers going down to the back. One muffler is literally held in place by what looks like coat hangers that have been bent around and strapped to the frame. The front tire and the back tire, the rims that they're on, do not match. And when he gets there, he has to reach, instead of using the key to turn the motorcycle off, he has to reach down and pull and choke down the carburetor manually until the motorcycle dies.
This is great.
It sounds like we need to call the guy.
Oh, we need to call
No.
the guy.
I'm not calling guy.
We need the guy right now.
The
Oh,
guy
and
is just
what-
a
the
He will
last thing
Christian,
you know
by
is
the
it's-
way.
He will perform mechanical necromancy on this thing. It's
It's
fine.
louder. It's louder than shit. And as you notice, the mufflers that are still on the bike are not actually connected to the exhaust ports on the engine.
Mechanical necromancy.
And he, as the bike
Necromechanics?
as the bike slowly backfires several times before it actually shuts down, he taps it and goes, "It's all right, Bessie. We're almost done." And he gets off. He goes
Wait,
walking up
what
to
are
the
his
counter.
features?
He's got pretty high cheekbones. He is gaunt, it's like sunken cheeks. He's got dark sunken eyes. He doesn't look well. He's got like curly black hair that's sticking out underneath what looks to be a trucker's hat turned backwards, and the trucker's hat has just one of those logos of the woman in the reclining position, the classic from all
The mud flap?
Yeah, the mud flaps. That's the only thing that's on the back of the trucker's hat, and he's like I said, jeans. He's wearing like just a old polo. In fact, it's so old it still has a little Izod thingy on it.
Oh my god.
And
Hey.
yeah, he's kind of like tall, lean, lanky all across the board.
And as you cut the engine, you hear
For the
this
first
group
time.
of people. Yes, you hear this group of people talking about the guy.
as he gets off the bike, he starts walking towards the diner. He's like, everybody's got to have a guy, and just keeps on walking.
See,
No,
he
don't
gets
just
it.
Chris.
No,
You
see,
fucking
no, she's
gets
not a
it.
guy.
Mama Albert is gonna look at the motorcycle that was strangled into unconsciousness and be like, "See, he definitely needs the guy. He'll fix that whole thing up."
As you say that, because he's walking in the door, he sticks his head. No, that's mine. I'm the guy, and he walks in.
Oh,
There is a as you try to walk in, there is someone immediately at the door with their hand up.
And he just takes he reaches out his hand, he shakes his hand, just takes it, even his palm up. He just like takes it, bends it around, and then shakes it. It's like, nice to meet you, pleasure to be here. And he goes, like,
You can't
"See
be in this
myself?"
building right now.
He's like, oh, looks up, thought it was a diner. I'm sorry. Did I make a mistake?
The owner's letting us use this as a set for a movie we're filming.
Oh, so the diner's not open.
Not right now.
I know it's tech. I know it's way advanced. And he goes over to the open sign and turns it to closed. And he's like,
It's one of the
there
flippy
you go.
signs.
And he turns around and walks out.
Oh, I didn't know that had another side.
He's like,
And this is why we always got along.
and as he's walking out, he kind of just like looks over his shoulder and is like,
And this is why I like him.
as he was walking up to this, it's like, all right, not fast food. Is there anywhere else in this town to eat?
Oh yeah, we can go back to my house. I'm sure Mama would whip up something real quick if you wanted something to eat.
That is incredibly kind to say to a man who just rode into town.
Oh, you can't do too much to this house.
You're now I feel responsible for you for some reason. All right, let's go back to your
Mhm.
house.
I have that effect on people.
It's
Yeah,
probably a
she's-
survival
she's-
instinct, something like give it to you so you stay alive.
she's
Now,
the
this is-
sweetest
Inviting
little.
strangers to your house.
This is the same Chris from before, or is this someone different?
No, this is someone
Something
else.
different.
It's someone different.
Okay, got it mixed up.
Yeah,
This
oh
is
yeah,
the-
he looks. Whereas Chris was like 19 at most. This
Yeah.
no, he was in his 20s. He was like 21, 22. This guy is like
Yeah.
early 30s.
It's like, hey,
Still a
you
kid.
get used to things
Really
here.
kid. Still counts.
He's like,
Still counts.
all right, he's like, all right, y'all, give me a second because it's gonna take me a minute to get Bessie to wake up. She's having a
Before-
long
Oh, it's not
night.
that
Any
too
of that
far. We
can
can
start.
walk.
Before you can start moving it
Oh
all,
Lord.
Azalea, you see a familiar someone walking down the street, heading directly for you. And Dio, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Coming out of a silhouette is a kind of tall man, dark skinned, long dreads tied up in kind of like a half ponytail, a bit of a goatee. He is wearing it kind of looks slapdash, but somehow he makes it work. It's like a loose fitting kind of like purple shirt with a very like black and kind of silver argyle patterned sweater on top of that, some corduroy pants, a pair of really they look almost like too big for his feet, but that's just because they're untied. Combat boots, and above that, he's got like a long gray scarf and a long kind of loose. You can't quite tell if it's a long coat or a cardigan. And he just happens to kind of like be walking up. He's got a small cigarillo burning in his mouth, and the embers reflect the burning in his eyes.
Dio!
Heading straight for Azalea because you know that she was part of the group. Chief Mulligan, the police chief, happened to mention that she was part of the group of people who found you out in the ritual circle in the woods. And you know from a message from your father, as you walk up, you see Aaron. And you know from a messenger from your father that he was also part of the group that rescued you.
Ah, it looks like the gang is all here.
Oh, Sleeping Beauty's finally awake.
How are you doing, darling?
Much better now that I've had your help. Thank you very much for that, bit of rescue you gave me earlier. The bastard tells me that that you all played some part in that, and so I'd very much like to give you my thanks.
Oh, it wasn't nothing.
Well, it wasn't not nothing.
Well, I suppose that's true. It could have gone horrible. Could have gone real bad.
Yes, it could have the whatever he was could have taken my brain, and that would not have been good.
At least you wouldn't have had nothing on your mind afterwards.
You have a point there.
I typically do.
And as you notice, every time he takes a drag from the cigarillo and the ember and the end of it, like, kind of lights up, so do his eyes.
Yeah. Well, we were just going to go get some lunch. Do you want to head on back to my place with everybody else?
Oh, that sounds quite charming. Yes, I think I would enjoy that quite a bit.
Oh, I should tell Mama, and she'll just like quickly text her.
I gotta make sure none of my kids get anywhere near him. I got about 4 of them that are obsessed with that Bendicoot Splish and Splash guy that sounds just like this.
Bendicoot Splish and Splash?
Fucking
Bendy
Cabbage Patch. You know what I'm talking about.
Bandersnatch.
Cumberbund.
Yeah,
the Benedict.
How in the actual hell did you get that from? No, wait, I see it.
You want to know the real answer?
No, and if you say the guy, I see.
It's a bit. They hate when I get his name wrong. They hate it. They insist, oh, it's so easy. Like, I'm not going to say it. He's September Bubble Bath, whatever I decide he is that day. But he sounds just like you.
Look, they're a Hollywood A-lister. All of them can shove it.
What's the difference between an A-list and a B-list? I never really understood.
The money.
It's all about the money.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I know you said you're all heading for lunch, but was it you lot? Chief Mulligan was by earlier doing his all humpy grumpy, and he said he was looking for them that Scooby-Doo gang of kids.
Scooby-Doo.
Liz looks at the truck. I think I know which one's the dog.
Listen, all right. Dean's got a few more decades left in her, all right?
I mean, that's Mystery Machine. What are you talking about? The dog.
I heard that thing barking all the way here.
I'm blanking on the turns to Mama. Do you need someone to work on that? I know a guy.
Oh
no,
because I got my guy. Do you got a guy?
I also have a guy. Yes.
I really almost
What's your guy's name?
I am a guy.
Oh, you're a guy.
We got a new guy.
You're definitely not my guy.
Honestly, might let him take a crack at it just to see what he does. You see what he did to the bike?
He's sitting on the bike. Right about then, you finally see, and he's been tapping wires together on the ignition button for the motorcycle. And finally, he just goes like this. Fuck. And there's a spark, and the bike roars to life, and he's like, God damn.
Are you sure you don't need? Well, technically, my guy is actually
he puts the wire nut back on. Sometimes it takes a little spit.
I've heard that before.
Oh, you just gave me a great idea.
That applies to a lot of things.
Not in that context, though.
That applies to a lot of things. Are we getting food then?
Well, if the sheriff
talk right now. Bessie's running.
Bessie's too loud.
He's just like at the top of his lungs. I'll follow you. He backs the bike up.
Right. Okay then.
You guys see the front windows of the diner, like, wah, 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 wah. Hope I didn't ruin their shot.
Oh, no, I don't think you can hear me. They ain't filming yet. They're just setting all up in
I
there.
really think he needs a guy that is not himself. I think that would be very good.
He should.
Wow.
He should be our guy. I mean, cars, fridges, cats, dogs, ferrets.
He fixes everything.
Well,
Is your
either
guy
way,
a mechanic or a taxidermist?
Oh no,
Yeah.
he's like a he did like a online vet program. He's great.
Right. What's he gonna be next? A preacher?
I think he's done
Vending
that
machines?
too.
I think he did that.
Oh,
back in the
yeah,
day.
when I
of course
fell
he
down,
has. Of course he did.
down the creek earlier this year. It looks a little
Interesting.
gnarly,
Have
but it's
we
all
started
right.
walking away from the cacophonous motorcycle so we can have this conversation?
Yeah,
Oh, he
probably.
literally
Yeah.
just pulled the bike over to the other side of the street, assuming you guys had
Walking.
to talk about something.
Walking it.
Oh no, it
We're
drives
just
fine.
we're slowly starting to meander back down the street.
Is he just scooting with us?
I was walking the bike.
So were you all intending to all meet here together for
No,
some
this
reason or
one,
another?
this one convinced me to come with and take the long way.
I just needed to make sure you didn't teleport to what is it? Where Nemo was, Point Nemo, middle of nowhere, or Vegas or something.
Hey, what's wrong with Vegas?
We're not done. We have unfinished business, and I need to make sure you're not a Fed. The cat has to approve of you before you can enter my
Oh,
house.
of course,
Cat
of course.
has to-
Oh, you can.
Cat.
So you can.
We
So you
deal with
can
the black
teleport
dragon, and now I have to deal with a cat.
Yes.
As long as it's not the same one that guy worked on, I want to find out its purr is actually an engine.
I don't know if he's gonna come all the way down the stairs, but I've got a few of them. You know, some stereotypes are true.
Oh God, that makes too much sense. All right, let's get this over with.
So are we heading for Azaleas or are we heading for the police station?
I honestly forgot about the police.
We're going to Azaleas is what-
We're going to
We're
Azaleas.
hungry.
We're going to
I mean,
Azaleas.
is
We're
the
gonna
police
pick up some
station on the
sandwiches.
way?
No,
No, then we're getting
it's fine.
He
It's
can
fine.
show up. He'll be fine. He'll live.
Anybody,
He can show up.
anybody got that bastard's number? He didn't give it to me. Something about
No, you in
bet.
fact do have it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. I do have
I've got it
You
for sure.
I got his
Like-
number.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I don't
Just-
have
just
his number.
Call him and put it on speaker. It's like, do you mind killing that engine? No, you know what? Just leave it on. It'll piss him off.
He'll have to kill it. You saw him strangle that poor thing.
If
Bessie's
you want me to
tired.
walk a little closer, because I might be able to do a little something.
Ooh.
In public?
Are you the new guy in training?
No, I'm sorry. No, never mind. Never mind. I just
Yeah.
figured my black luck would do a little something, but
Yeah, no. Rule number one about this sort of thing: never do it in public eye. Last thing we need is normal people asking questions and panicking.
Yes, doing it in public is quite frowned upon, I believe. You can get arrested for that kind of thing.
I don't really have control over it. It just kind of acts when it wants to.
As you're having this
I have a feeling
conversation,
we're not talking about the same thing.
No, we're not.
the phone the phone picks up the other end, and you can hear the old man go, "Oh, this fucking Fed calling me again. Fucking hate the Feds. Shit. What can I do you for?"
I was about to ask you the exact same. Apparently, you're looking for us.
Oh yeah, the Scooby Doo bunch. There's a little something weird happening. With some of the kids in town. About 7 of them. Like real weird. They keep trying to get their parents to take them to a lake in like the middle of the night.
That's an odd one. Normally, if kids are going out to cause trouble, they don't tell their parents at all.
No, they keep trying to get their parents to take them to the lake. Is Miss Salia there with you?
Yeah.
It's Miss Salia. It's the lake that Mama Albert lives on. They keep trying to get their parents to take them there.
And Mama Albert, apparently, parents are trying
I
to,
thought
or
we weren't
kids are trying to
swimming in
get
that
their
lake
parents
no more.
to take them to your house.
There's a reason I put up barbed wire. They are not allowed in there. No one is.
You put up barbed wire?
No one is allowed to go near that lake anymore.
I mean, you would have too if
I
you
mean-
knew what happened.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
But this seems like something y'all are better suited for than my guys. So yeah, if you could
Is-
take care of that, that'd be great. And just hangs up.
Mama's gonna call him back because now she has more questions.
Oh, shit.
Mama, what how could I be of service to you for you today?
Is there a certain time that they're going, or is it just the middle of the night?
I mean the kids I think said they start. I think parents said the kids start pestering them around 11:30, trying to get there for like midnight.
Okay. When did this start?
About week and a half ago. I think right after you got over the flu and headed out of town.
Of course. All right. Well, the barbed wire is working. No one's ended up out there.
Well, no, I mean the parents ain't taking the. I mean it's getting cold. Parents ain't taking the kids swimming to the lake and frickin' in the middle of the night either.
All right. Yeah. I'll look into this.
All right. The parent that brought it to me is Hikari Mitchell, Avery Mitchell's mom. She seems to be the most worried for some reason. But I'll get you the other kids' names too, just in case.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. He hangs
Good old
up again.
Rumpus Day.
As soon as I leave.
You know, I'll make sure Mama makes some sandwiches. We can just bring them along with us. It's not too far to get to your house from mine.
No.
Ooh, sandwiches. I love a good sandwich.
Oh, you haven't had my mama's sandwiches. They are very good.
I very much look forward to that.
It's been a while since I
Wonderful.
had a good sandwich. Sounds like a good idea. And of course, something pops right on our laps. I was planning on going to Bora Bora.
See, you were gonna fucking teleport. You were gonna go somewhere crazy. I fucking knew it.
Hey, what's wrong with Bora Bora?
You can teleport that far.
Enough practice, training, and knowledge. There's a lot you can do.
Mama
Roots and
Albert
chains become
and
a very
Aaron,
useful
your
tool.
phones both ding with
Oh.
a message from the chief. And it has a list of names and ages.
Okay.
And you get Jennifer Frogmore, age 10.
I'm going to write this down.
Charlie Langway, age 9. Oscar Jones, also age 10. Emmett Watson, age 8. Ellis Cooper, age 9. Ivy Harris, age 8. And Avery Mitchell, age 11.
Man. 8 to 11-year-old kids. Not even in high school yet. Some not even into middle school yet. Fuck.
But why the jump? She's
Why-
Mama Albert's looking to Azalea 'cause she knows the context. Why the jump? They're so young.
I don't rightly know.
I don't
haven't
want to
heard.
explain what the jump is. I'm a bit out of my depth here. Sorry.
Well, there's a whole slew of strange things that happen, but not usually to kids. I think the last time something strange happened was well, the person involved was about 19.
Still such a jump. It's just they're getting younger. I don't understand. And as soon as I leave, It's as soon as I leave. I have been waiting for this thing for a year. And as soon as I leave, it goes after the fucking kids? What kind of coward does that?
You're telling me you know what this thing is already?
I
Can you
wish I
elaborate?
knew what I wish if I knew what it was, it'd be fucking dead.
I could
Well,
give
then
you a
luck-
couple of answers to that question.
Well, luckily it seems you got a few skilled individuals here, and myself included. So let's kill this fucker.
Oh, is this the case we're taking? Are we taking a case?
Well, I
Well,
mean, we
but-
can't just let these kids go jump in a lake.
And considering who your dad
No.
is, if you think things are weird now, just you wait.
Please do not refer to the bastard as my dad. Thank
What,
you.
would you rather call him daddy?
Less so. The bastard will do.
Alright.
As someone who was, let's just say, when I got my little portion of my dad's ashes, I threw them in a to-go cup and tossed it. I understand. Not sure if your old man can die with the whole fire eyes thing, but
No, he can.
Oh, not for lack of trying, and I definitely intend to try.
Yeah, I'd introduce you to my people.
let's start with the thing in the lake by my house, because if
Yes.
it tries any of my fucking kids, I am not letting it take any more of my family, whatever
If
it
it
is.
wants, if it wants to get personal, it will. So best nip it in the bud before it gets bigger and stronger and starts thinking.
Personal certainly sounds like a good time to me.
Oh, this is already personal. You don't mess with this town.
Really? Oh, let's go, what's the phrase? Crack some skulls.
You can't come into my house. I'm gonna have to make you sit out in the yard.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you please stay out of my shed? I'm very particular about my skulls. I really like them.
No, I didn't mean that literally. It's a
Oh,
figure-
okay,
it's a figure of
okay.
speech, my dear.
Gotcha. Of course. Okay, we're gonna go kick some ass. I see where
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
All
You
right.
actually have skulls in your home.
So where we
we're at. No,
headed?
in the shed.
Oh, all right. Oh, that's fair.
We're getting sandwiches.
We're gonna
Getting
swing
sandwiches
by
and then over to
and get some
Crane's.
sandwiches.
Yep.
I mean, you were also told that who was most worried about this. Maybe you should go talk
I think Mama Albert wants to split off and immediately go talk to that mom or parent.
All right, let's say we split off then, because you three know this town. What was your name again? Looking to Ray.
You can't even talk to me. I'm across
You
the
can't
street.
hear
on a-
All of a
shit.
sudden, right? All of a sudden,
Mhm.
the bike just dies.
No,
Totally not shocked.
Bessie.
Oh, poor Bessie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
I'll
thought
help
I
you
was staying
start it.
far enough away.
I'll
That's
help
it.
you
No,
start
she's
it back up
fine.
later.
She's fine.
Nope.
She does what
Nope.
she wants. He says,
And
but she
you
works when
feel
it
a hand.
counts.
Pritz, you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Okay.
Okay.
Sam. You'd be better off on 2 feet for this one.
Is the voice familiar?
No?
Look over my shoulder.
It's a woman just standing there. Seems to be in front of a shop. She's just looking at you. 2 fully white eyes.
He says, he kind of looks at her and he says, I would trust your vision. And he throws the leg over the bike and starts pushing the bike across the street.
You can leave that here. I know someone who can take care of it.
Not the
He's got a
guy.
guy.
Yep, there's the guy.
He's got
Please
a
tell me
guy.
it's not the guy who
Instead,
works on
pops the bike
cats.
up onto he pops the bike up onto the curb, onto the sidewalk, and throws the kickstand down. And he says, Thank you.
Of course. And then she'll look across the street at the rest of you. And Bob Albert, you know who this is. Aaron, this is you know this person as well because you just had to deal with their daughter.
Wait.
I'm
Stop.
still
Deal
upset.
with their daughter.
Yeah, I'm still upset you did not come and see me last time you were in town, Mr. Crux.
I was in a bit of a rush, and we have a bit of an ongoing situation.
Oh dear.
Yes,
And
well,
then I had to fly all the way out to Utah.
yes, and pull my daughter in on it.
Trust me, if I was actually able to choose the best people for the job, I would have chosen someone else. But the cards make the calls. I don't.
I'm aware. But be
Since
cautious
when?
of who you. I knew a great deal more than you think I do. And just be cautious. Because if something happens to her, I can assure you it will not end well for you with her grandfather.
72.
45.
No, that's the amount of times I've heard that told to me.
Yes, well,
As Chris is walking up, that's the gauge of the gun.
oh
You do
no.
know the danger level goes up the smaller the number gets, right?
Oh no, 45 is the minimum years of service he'd have.
Dio leans over to Azalea. Girlfriend? Ex-girlfriend?
I don't know, but I'd be fascinated to find out.
Oh, he could only wish. Fortunately for him, I've been married since long before we met.
Unfortunately.
Her husband's great. Don't tell him I said that. All I do is talk shit. Also, can I get a hug? Because I think the thing that took Dandy is active again.
And she walks across the street, and you all notice, like, the
Steps off
eyes were
curb,
fully
steps
white.
on the curb.
Yep, but there's no hesitation in the steps at all. Her eyes fully white, but there's zero hesitation. Heads right for Mama Albert and just wraps arms around her.
Wow.
I will say, little girl's a badass, and she looks way better on a bike than her dad ever did. I don't care that he can ride it up walls and upside down. It doesn't fucking matter. She looks more like a badass than he ever will.
I'm sure he'd be pleased to hear that.
I'm sure they would.
And she cups those button chopped cheeks.
Furry little cheeks.
Fuzzy little cheeks. You'll get it. And all will be fine. Maybe there's even a surprise. It's a little unclear. Could go either way.
Well, they can't have the cat that got fixed up. Okay, that's my little soulmate. My little backup soulmate. My little plan B.
You named it Plan B?
That's the most appropriate.
That's canon now.
Yep. Nope.
That's
I
quite,
really hope that guy.
that's quite the name for a cat, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
she
next
wasn't
time-
planned.
The next time the cat distribution system works on my family, the cat's name is officially Plan B.
That is a name. Oh my god.
Sure is.
And
I'm right.
her gaze switches and locks on Dio.
Hello there.
They're less gone than you think they are.
Eyebrow raised. Less gone than I think they are.
Much less gone than you think they are. Huh. Never heard that one before.
Honestly, nor have I. If you're talking about who I think you're talking about, you are daring me to hope, and that's not something I've done in quite some time.
She smiles. I said there for a reason.
All right.
Have
Feels
fun with that one.
fairly cryptic. Would it be all right if I asked you for a bit more detail?
You may have one question.
If they're less gone than I think they are, where can I find them?
And you see fingers go, plays with the necklace for a second. And as she lets go, you see it's the shape of a deer skull. Antlers included, and the antlers come out to like here. Closer than you could ever imagine right now.
Mama Albert doesn't know who they're talking about, but she like,
Looks over her shoulder.
yeah.
You know what? Just because you did that,
Oh no!
roll me sharp. Roll me sharp real quick.
Fuck! What have I done? Oh god!
Find it, Mama.
Oh boy! I get the first roll.
Mama
First
6
roll
is
is a
activated.
9.
All right.
Dun,
Uh,
dun, dun.
My notes are so
alright,
long that I
alright.
have the same thing up in a different tab in the same. Like, okay, I have no plus to sharp. Okay.
I mean, you've got a +1 if you want to use it from earlier.
Yep, you do.
Oh,
Yep.
that carries over. Okay, cool. Oh wow. With the +1, that's a 9.
Cool.
Hmm.
So on a 7 to 9, you get to ask me, since you are investigating a mystery, you get to ask me one question. And I will give you, you can think of one, or there are a few options I can give you. But I will tell you first what you see. You turn your head, and what you see are 2 directors' chairs set up side by side. And you can't make out the initials on either one from here. But you can tell that there are initials on the back of each one of them.
Okay. Do I see anyone like getting out of the truck or kind of milling about that looks familiar? Like maybe from like TV or other like media? Because you said that this is like these are like famous celebrities here. So
It's a film crew. They're mostly setting up right now, but there are celebrities around. You don't see anyone familiar, but you
do I see anyone giving orders? Like anyone who seems like an authority?
You don't see anyone giving orders. It seems like there's kind of like near to where those chairs are, there's like a little like tent booth sort of thing set up.
Okay.
So, and you can see someone's hand like moving from there. So you assume they're inside of that, but you see a few of the crew members milling about. And every so often, you'll notice that some of them are watching the group. And very specifically, they're watching Azalea and Dio.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm gonna move a little bit closer to Azalea.
They're not making any motions to like come closer, but they're
but
keeping an eye. They're watching.
Looking at my kids. What the fuck?
Dio is not taking his eyes off of.
No.
lady.
He's Brona, my beloved.
Closer than I could ever imagine. I can imagine much.
Is it a
You'll
bad
understand the truth of it sooner than you think. And she reaches out, she pats Albert's cheek one last time, and then just turns around and starts walking away. And again, it's the same thing. Just doesn't even seem to be affected by the fact that she looks blind. And as she opens the door of one of the shop that was behind her initially, you can just see the silhouette of a dark-haired man with these intensely blue eyes.
It just looks at the eyes and just goes,
And yeah, you get the head nod from them as well. And then he flips off Mom Albert.
Mom Albert flips him off too.
old friends.
No,
Apparently.
I don't think I could walk across the street like that.
Also, is it a bad time to mention that did a little bit of a scan of that company van, and you know that cult we dealt with that was helping a certain A-lister turned C-lister?
You're talking about the asshole that wanted my brain.
Yes,
I mean, that cult hasn't left my mind.
they're here.
And they stole the fucking diner.
Well,
Apparently
good.
filming in the diner.
Can't have shit.
What are they filming in the diner? Pray tell.
What are they filming when they
Why
don't have an
haven't-
actor anymore?
And why
Hmm.
Why hasn't it been burned down yet?
Good question, but considering when they likely got here and when these events supposedly started, I'm willing to bet there's some connection. So let's say we go deal with this sooner rather than later, and can grab a bite to eat here. I'm starving.
Right, we should get on with it. If we can take care of what's going on at the lake, then that'll free up more time to go deal with this cult.
I fucking hate cults.
I think I'm gonna make a house call. I've got some stuff in my pockets that could tide me over for now, but I'm gonna go check on the Mitchells.
All right. Does anyone other than you know how to get to your place?
Oh, of course I do.
Okay, perfect. We'll grab food and meet you back there.
Yes.
Now that the bike's off, we never got your name.
Chris.
Chris.
Just
Aaron.
like my new kiddo. I'm just gonna start electing you.
He's like, he says, I'm perfectly fine, but thank you.
You know any other Chris's that need a place?
No,
No.
I'll just get a room at the whatever the local hotel is.
Oh, you should have said that. You should have said that. Now you're going to be obligated to stay because they're not going to let you.
But I am still an adult and get to make my own decisions. Therefore, I'll be getting a hotel room at the local hotel.
I like this one. Hello, Chris.
Huh?
Dionysus, but you can call me Dio.
Oh!
Does not. So, what type of aspect does your demonic bloodline take?
Ooh, spooky.
By aspect, what do you
Do
mean
you have
exactly?
any features that are obviously not human?
Just the burning eyes.
Burning eyes. Yeah, he doesn't shake your hand.
I got a question for you.
Great to meet you.
I got a question for you.
To me,
Is it offensive if one of my kids names themselves the same thing? They're just a really big fan of the, super flamboyant god.
it's that JoJo's Bizarre Who's a What's It, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you
Such
cannot.
an illegitimate representation
Oh,
of
I
Mama
thought we
vampires.
were
Albert
still
is just
talking
gonna
about-
put an arm around him. I don't know how tall he is, but Mama Albert's like 5'2". Just gonna
Any
like
sized?
give him a really solid like slap on the back and be like, "You cannot come into my house." I got 3 kids so obsessed with that show that the way that they greet me now is just posing in the doorways.
Oh, is that the thing that I saw on online that time where they bend backwards and that's
Yes!
really awkward position?
And sometimes when they need something from me, they'll just stand in my doorway and just and don't say anything. And then it's like a jump scare. I just see them just in my doorways. It's like they're voguing with
Interesting.
Frozen.
I'm so
Azalea
glad I
will
don't
start
have
to lean
kids.
back to see if she can try to do it and just like
Totally.
crawl on her ass.
You know, this
No,
is not the context
that
I'm
still
used to
doesn't
seeing people to try those kind of maneuvers. But let's keep moving.
You should see the show. It makes no fucking sense. I love it. It's great if you're high.
They
I've
tried to
heard
explain
that,
it to
yes.
me.
Yeah, if it doesn't
Somehow
make any
I'm
sense,
glad
I
I
won't
got
find myself any interest in it. And it's all right. I've already met someone who has died. They're surprisingly resilient.
You died.
Died. Am dead. The definitions are fuzzy.
Well, you're not
Ask-
vampiric of
He
nature.
looks directly at Dio and says, "Ask your people."
Oh, you're one of those. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Mama Albert leans over to Azalea before she heads off and is like, he's ghost racist.
He's ghost racist.
So we're splitting the party.
Salivist.
We're Delivus.
We're
Sure.
Yeah,
We're
we're
splitting
splitting
the
the
party.
party.
That's what I
Of course
heard.
we
We're
are.
splitting the party.
We're
This is
splitting
I
the
heard too.
party.
great.
Well,
This is gonna be
Chris, I don't know
great.
if this makes
About
any.
to mess up Mama's
This was like,
yard. It's best she not be there.
Here's some bait. Here's some bait, guys. And we took
You guys
it.
are making your own decisions. I just know what's
I
coming.
love taking bait.
Wait, something's coming?
Yes.
Something's always coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
so Mama Albert starts heading off towards the Mitchell house. Azalea starts leading the others towards Mama Albert's, and we're gonna take a quick break and come back and see what bullshit happens because they've decided to split the party.
Dun,
Look, as
dun,
long as the
dun.
guy's
If
not
not
involved,
the
we'll be fine.
It's always a good idea. It's always a good idea. All right, folks.
It's an idea.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Look, it's fine in Scooby Doo, so
It's fine in Scooby Doo.
and they don't have to deal with the guy.
Somebody say something.
Meow.
Something.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
mama.
Hang on, I messed up the audio on TikTok.
Oh no,
Yeah,
the TikTok
mama.
audio is messed
Take me a
up.
second.
It's almost like it does that shit on
TikTok
purpose.
is messed up.
Ew, it's broken.
Oh my god.
Maito, your mother.
What happens? What happens when
It's not the only
you
thing that's broken.
cross the Titanic with the ocean?
It sinks.
You get halfway.
Oh.
Ah.
Hey.
I don't know. That joke had a few holes in it.
I mean, you're just tickling the tip of the iceberg.
Oh boy.
Oh man, it's like you guys are hitting something.
You came in too hot. You got to have a nice cold delivery.
I
Throw
mean,
myself overboard.
you got to go down swinging.
Hey, yo.
No, you go down playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go down
Reminds me of a
hardcore,
TikTok I
playing
saw
your
today. Oh,
I think the situation is quickly sinking.
it did get a little
It was
cold.
below water to start.
Yeah.
I just want you all to know there'll always be room in my door for you.
Mm,
You can fit multiple people on a door.
you can.
We'll just make sure Rose is on bottom so that bitch gets crutched.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But welcome back.
Although she might have known though, like Leo DiCaprio, he
Selfish heifer.
she could have saved us.
We love you, Liz.
Fine. It's fine. Anyways, welcome back to Monster of the Week. My lovely idiots have decided to split the party. We're going to see how this goes. So first, we're going to follow along with Mama Albert as she heads up to the Mitchell house. And what are you doing as you're heading up there?
She's very on alert now. She knows it's the middle of the day, and so like, obviously it's not jump in the lake time. But she's actively looking for anything out of place, cars that she doesn't recognize, people that she doesn't recognize, and when she gets to the point of like their lawn and stuff, she's kind of like scanning the lawn even for like critters that seem out of place for this region.
Okay, roll sharp to investigate a mystery.
Yippee.
That squirrel looks suspicious.
Shoot it!
I
All
got a
squirrels look
12. I got a 12.
Let's
Damn.
go.
Thank
I'm
you,
so
Gay
proud
Dice.
that you remembered that those are D6s and don't have 9s.
Yes, this one was upside down, and I was like, wait, we've done this before. It's the same dice, too.
That's why they put the line on the bottom.
That's a literal. They put the line for me specifically, and I still
Literally.
didn't get it.
We had to tell her that they were D6s. So
Yeah,
they
the
could not be a
D6s only
9.
go up to 6.
Listen, when you're used to running on a D12 system,
Right.
6s don't make sense no more.
Okay.
Valid.
So
12. Yippee.
we love this. So I will tell you all of the things that you do see, and then I will give you your options because you get to ask me 2 questions this time. So you're walking up and you see a lot of unfamiliar cars and people, but you realize that they're probably with the film crew. You don't see anybody famous. It seems like it's mostly people like getting stuff set up for production. As you're walking up, and as you get to the lawn, you're looking, and they've got a couple of gnomes in the little garden up against the house, but towards the right of the front door is this really weird stone statue. Almost kind of looks a little turtley, and it's got this weird dip in its head that seems to be filled with like rainwater.
Yeah, so before she even like knocks, I don't like that Cassie's so high. Oh, okay. I thought it was like she knew
No, they're
what's coming.
adorable. They're adorable.
Okay.
It's fine.
She's probably seen one of these in like for one of her kids who's a weeb, like something that they watched.
A weeb.
Actually I would say yeah.
But because it's new, We're the Ninja Turtle assholes.
Yeah.
Because it's new. Before she knocks on the door, she's gonna look at it and like check the top of its head where the water's collected to see if like is it weird? Is it glowing? Is there shit in it? Like
There's no weirdness. There's no
Okay.
glowing. There's just the water. But since you did get a 12, you do get to ask me 2 questions. So you can, what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What was it going to do? Or what is being concealed here?
what is being concealed here?
So you're looking at this dip in the head. And do you like touch it at all, or you're just looking?
Yeah, no, she's like kind of touching it and like
You touch it and you realize it's not stone. It looks like stone, but you can feel the almost sliminess underneath, as if this is a living thing.
I'm gonna pick that fucker up.
It squeals.
I'm squeezing it. That's like an instant. Oh my God.
My heart mag. My heart mag.
What
Meg,
the
good
fuck
boy.
are you doing? What the fuck are you doing at my friend's house?
I'm friends with Avery.
I'm squeezing it again. That's fucking
It starts
weird.
squealing again. It's squealing and it's like waving its little arms and legs.
Mama Albert is anti-fairy tale creature being friends with children.
I'm kind of sad Aaron didn't go along with you. Just
No, right? You guys
you
just
don't
got
answer
something
our
really
questions. I'm gonna evaporate every drop of water in the top of your head.
Okay, she's gonna stop squeezing it.
It stops. It's still like
Uh-huh.
it's like literally like it's like tucked its hands in, so it's like literally you can just see the hands from the arms. There's no arms.
She's looking at it right in its little face. She's fucking pissed. And she's like, "Why are you here?"
Scary thing in lake wants needs sacrifice. Makes me hypnotize kids. Get them to take parents late.
So it wants the parents, not the kids.
Grown up.
How
Only-
long has this thing been there?
Never mind. No big emergency. It's just the parents.
2 year.
Like
2 year. I think it keeps track. Has owner me.
you are so lucky that you're kind of cute in like a fucked up little storybook way. Do any of the parents know that you're alive and not some fucking decoration?
Imaginary friend.
Okay, this is for Liz. How far away from like the diner are we?
You're probably like a 10-minute walk from the diner.
Worth it. Mama Albert is gonna go back to her truck to get a bag to put this thing in. She is not letting it go.
So do you put it down or do you carry?
No, because I just squeezed the hell out of it. It's probably gonna run. So I'm like tucking it under my arm.
Can I walk on my own?
Will they see you?
Yes.
No, then you're just be still and just gonna carry it like this.
But waterhead bad.
You need water in your head?
You see it trying to like keep its head like up.
Oh my fucking
You know what?
God.
Will it die? If it's not gonna die, then
It doesn't have to die if that happens, Sam. There are other things that it can do.
I know. It just freezes them.
Okay. All right. What happens if there's no water in your head?
Depends. Can die. But if you do polite thing, I can be free of the bad thing. I can be your friend.
What do you mean? What do you mean polite thing?
The polite thing.
And he's like, since you're like holding it, it like can't do. But you see, it's like trying to.
She's gonna again look at it in the eyes and be like, if you try to run away, I will send a fucking dog after you. Do you understand?
If rescued, no run.
And I'm gonna put it down and see what it does.
It doesn't do anything. But it's staring at you.
What do you need me to do?
Polite thing.
And it keeps trying to.
Oh. Okay, just gonna like kind of fold hands, not like this, but like, fold hands and be like, all right, little buddy.
Right. You do a nice deep bow, and it does one back to you. And you see the water drip out of its head, and it's just kind of frozen.
All right, I'm picking it up again.
Are you replacing the water at all, or you're just leaving it frozen for now?
I'm gonna go and get it, like literally get like a bag for it, like to put it in a backpack.
Okay, we're gonna leave off as you get back to your truck to get a bag, and we're gonna return to everyone else who is on their way to Mama Albert's house. So you're walking.
Sandwiches.
You've got some sandwiches. You're snacking. You're eating. You're probably talking. And as you get close, you see the barbed wire fence that Mama Albert had mentioned, and you see that there is a hole cut in it.
Mm.
And as you get closer, you hear the sound of violin music. And now I'm going to do something a little weird, because this is not the way that Monster Hearts normally works, but I think it's more fun to do it this way. So I'm going to have you all roll your 2d6. And so you can roll your 2d6. You're not going to add anything. This is just a simple pass or fail. Or if you want, you can choose, just like you can in D&D, to fail this roll. And if you do that, you will get a boot. But it is your choice.
Ooh. Ooh.
I like to live dangerously. I roll. Oh.
I rolled a 7 total.
I will show Cassie what danger truly is and choose to fail.
Okay.
Mm.
I rolled a 3.
Oh, good.
I choose to fail.
Oh, perfect. I'm going to start with Cassie. So you're all walking forward. You hear this music, and Azalea, immediately you hear that crack of thunder and the patter of rain, and you're back at that night. You're just reliving that night over and over. You see the figure on the lawn, the bright flashes of lightning, the cracks of thunder, and you run into your sister's room, and there's nobody in the bed. And there's just that echo of your mom's voice. Pull it up so I have it properly, saying, "It's just like before." And it's your voice. It's just like before.
Just like
And
before.
it's just that memory is just playing on repeat through your head. And Chris, you hear the music, and all of a sudden, you're back at that moment. This demon is torturing your family, causing anguish and just growing, feeding. You see it getting larger, taking what it wants as your family just goes thinner and more gaunt until there's nothing left but skin and bone. And you remember finding the strength to pull yourself up and run as fast as you could possibly with everything you'd lost by that point, and hurl yourself. You feel the glass shattering against your skin, slicing into you a little bit, and the slam down onto the sidewalk over and over and over again. And this is where I'm going to give my warning for trauma and gore. So if that is not something you want to hear, please mute us, and I will give you a double thumbs up when it is okay to turn it back on. And Aaron, you are back in that dungeon underground. A woman hanging in front of you, hands over her head chained, toes just barely skimming the floor, and a man standing beside her, offering you a choice. Save the woman you love and let an entire city die, or accept the power to save the city, but watch your fiance suffer. And you remember that heartbreak because you knew there was only one choice you could make. Just you love Lorelai. You still love Lorelai. But you can't pick her over an entire city that's being doomed by an ancient evil. You need that power. You need to stop it. And so you agree to the power. And you feel invisible chains wrap around your ankles, not letting you move. Something grips at your head, keeping it forced on her body as you see this warlock take a knife and begin to cut into her back, the blood dripping down. You hear it spattering onto the floor as he sets the knife aside after he's made 2 incisions on either side of her spine. As he grabs another one and starts to pull the skin and musculature from her back, you hear the crack as he snaps off the scapulas. And even more cracks as he begins to break her ribs. And once they're all broken, he takes one hand on either side and grabs the lungs and pulls them out, making her look like a bloodied angel. And the whole time you can hear her screaming, voice ripped raw until there's nothing left. And then it's the occasional whimper, and then it's nothing. Okay. And Dio.
The immediate tone switch.
Literally. And Dio, you hear the music, and for a second, you start to hear the thunder and the lightning and the rain of the night that your father took your mother from you. But then it fades, and you watch as the other 3 people with you start to walk towards the water.
Oh shit! Oh, no! I will walk up to who seems to be moving the fastest of the 3 of them.
They're all moving at the same pace. It's fairly slow. Like, it'll take them all time to get there, especially because there's only one cut in the barbed wire. So like they'll have to form into a straight line to get through it.
Gotcha. He goes up to Chris first. It's like, I'm sure this will not engender you to me any further than you already seem to not be. Anyway, slaps him in the face.
All right, I'm gonna have you roll a kick some ass. So
All right.
roll me tough.
Look, it's not a slap out of hate. That would have been the back of the hands.
It's a 7.
A 7. Okay. So you will inflict 1 harm on Chris. And Ray, I'm gonna have you roll plus cool. We're gonna have you're acting under pressure, we'll say.
Oh, I rolled a 12. A natural 12.
Yeah,
I think I
wonderful.
have +1 to cool. So it'd be technically a I have +1 to cool, so it's a 13.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
How would Chris, in this state where he's just remembering his death, how would he react to being slapped?
To being slapped?
Yes.
I was gonna say, in all honesty, this is his dreams every single night.
Mhm.
So this is like a daydream. So he would basically just like, start out and be looking around. It's like, oh, sorry, did I drift off?
Something like that.
But
you were all
there are
walking.
tears coming down his face.
Very sorry. You all were walking towards the lake. If you can you go and he'll point at the spell slinger. I'm going to go and wake Azalea up, and he will walk over to Azalea. Sorry, dear. I'm going to grab her and just start shaking her vigorously.
I
Okay.
walk over to Aaron and try and shake him awake. If the shaking doesn't work, he will slap him.
Okay. I will have you both roll to kick some ass.
All right. That's an 8.
Okay.
Ooh, that's an 8, 9, 10.
Okay. So Sam, Cassie, I'm gonna have you both again, same thing, roll with cool to act under pressure.
Alrighty. There's a 6 on one die that I accidentally rolled, so I'm going to keep. And we still have that +1, so that's a 7 right there. Let's see. And a 2, so that's a 9 total.
Okay.
Also a 9.
Lovely.
Did you guys use
Come on,
plus
you
one
snap
yet?
off it. Come on.
Yep.
Yeah,
I used the
remember-
+1.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saving my +1.
So you can feel yourselves being shaken, but the compulsion to keep walking is still there. You kind of come out of it from the shaking, but you still want to keep walking forward. Like you're kind of fighting against the hands on you.
No. We don't want to keep walking. We need to stop. You're being hypnotized. Like, hear the music too. Don't listen to it.
It's just like before.
I know it feels
Just
that
like
way,
before.
but it's not real. It's not real. It's just in your mind.
Like before.
It's not. It didn't happen again. It happened
And
once.
Deal will just like grab her in a hug and will just like hold her there. It's all right. It's all right.
So we're back to our right mind. We're just kind
You're
of
back
fighting
to
our
your right-
bodies.
Yes, you're back to your right mind, but your body is still trying to walk forward.
You know what? Let's try something then. Try to use magic to throw up a ward against whatever this is.
Okay, roll me weird.
Got a +2 to weird. A 4 and a 3 and a 2. 4 and a 2 is a 6. 6 and a 3 is a 9.
Yes. So with use magic, it works imperfectly. So choose your effect and glitch. So your potential effects inflict harm, enchant a weapon, do one thing that's beyond human limitations, bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature, trap a specific person or monster, evict or spirit or curse from person, object, place, or its inhabitants, summon a monster into the world, communicate with something that you do not share a language with, observe another time or place, or heal one harm, cure a disease, neutralize a poison.
So I guess in that case, it's closer to warding against an effect.
Yeah.
As for the glitch, what page are the moves on?
I don't know that. I have a little
97.
cheat sheet that I've made myself that has all of it so that I can just look at it quick.
That is fair, because I'm trying to remember what some of the glitches are.
The effect is weakened.
Oh,
The
I
effect
know.
is of short duration.
We're going to do, because it makes sense for this one. The magic draws immediate unwelcomed attention.
Okay. So
Okay.
you cast the word just around yourself, or do you cast it around all of you?
Both. Or pretty much hit everyone with it. Or hit those that seem to be affected by it, since
Both.
Both myself and
yes,
everyone
the
around
answer
me.
is yes.
The answer is yes. Yes actually makes sense in this case.
Is it you or all of you? It's all.
Yes.
It's we.
It's weird.
What are we, French? What is this we?
It's we.
So this bubble of magic kind of comes over everyone, and for Aaron and Azalea, you feel the urge to keep walking forward fade. But through the bubble of magic, you hear the music get louder, as if it's trying to reconnect with you. And through the magic bubble, you can see standing in the center of the lake is what looks like a woman. And let me pull up the information.
No. Oh look.
She seems this female figure seems to be about 5'10", bronze toned skin. You can see the hair is wavy. It's black in tone. It's very long. Seems to be, down to mid. Jesus Christ.
We've gone so far, we've broken cameras.
Listen,
No,
my job will get me a new one. I can keep
No,
smacking this one
is
till
a-
it breaks.
this is a notable event.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Liz. You have made Milagro smack the camera.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
are officially a
no.
DAG GM now.
And
as
I'm
you have-
fucking
you have
around with some
graduated.
stupid turtle bitch and my wife's in the lake.
I can't smack my camera, it's too far away.
I can smack mine, but that'd probably fuck up my whole setup again.
You can see a pair of
don't want
broad
to.
shoulders, and you can't see too much else because they are wrapped in what looks like a quilt, but you're not sure how the quilt is being held up outside of potentially magic because they are playing this violin. And they are rotating on the surface of the lake. And you can kind of see that this whirlpool, there's like a whirlpool happening. And as they turn with the whirlpool, you can see from their back, you can just see at the top of their bare back what looks like the start of a very large fin. And now we're going to cut back to Milagros. Hey, Mama Albert.
I'm getting a stupid fucking fabulous turtle bitch. Oh my god.
She's a turtle bitch.
And before I go back to Mom Albert, I will say
Okay.
for all of my people who chose to fail their role, you get to take an advancement as if you had marked off all your experience boxes.
Wow.
I think-
relevant immediately.
Not immediately. You can do it now or you can do it at a later point, but you get to do that. I figured if you were going to choose to fail a roll, I'm going to give you something nice. I was really hoping Sam would do that. Okay.
Shit. That's why I flipped the coin. It's like, okay, I have
It
a
wanted-
feeling I know what
It
this
wanted
is.
me to
but
it had
could not
it
be.
wanted me to have what I wanted. I like that because I think that's the set I gave you.
It is.
It works for me. But Mama Albert, you have reached your truck and you dig through the back for a minute and you find a tote bag that you just got on your recent visit to Yosemite
For free. Gunner gave it to me for free.
Yes. for free. And it does actually have, instead of it's got like, it says Yosemite, but then under that in parentheses, it actually has like the joke like that it's pronounced Yosemite.
She's gonna take that. She's gonna take the axe. And she's already got her holster of mysterious items that might be used.
Your bandolier of boomer
juice. But she's also, you know what? She's just gonna take the gun. And if anybody asks, she's gonna be like, something's trying to steal fucking kids. So I have my gun.
And this poor little creature is just in this bag.
Yeah. Putting it in the bag.
And you just hear a small water.
Oil can.
She has this is inspired by my emotional support water bottle. She is perpetually thirsty. And so has like one of these insulated water bottles in a little kind of like sling bag. And so she's just gonna grab it out of the tote and like take the water bottle and just dump some on its head.
You see it unfreeze. It breathes a sigh of relief. And it looks up with you with these bright eyes. Am Mag. Am yours now. Can help.
All right. We're going to my house. If my cat starts a fight with you, I'm not helping.
That's fine. Live water. Get bad thing out.
Good. That fucking
Bad thing scary. Bad thing make people. Bad thing use music to make people drown selves.
Is that what it used?
Uses and it does this motion and you're like,
A fiddle? Like the devil?
don't know. Well, no devil. That's other stuff. Other stuff. We'll get to devil after. No, not fiddle. Other
The viola, violin,
violin.
violin. All right.
Use violin. Make people remember the bad stuff. Make drown selves. And that's when you remember that Azalea and the others had gone to your house.
Fuck. Okay. We're gonna pull something fun because the truck is nearby. It's her property. It's her fence that she put up. So she's gonna get in the truck and get ready to drive it through her own fence if she has to.
Okay.
I hope y'all have not lingered by the fence.
They're by the cut portion of the fence.
I mean, she'll see them if they're still there, but
Yeah.
if she has to drive through her own, it's her property though. It's not property destruction because it's her truck and her fence.
Yep. Nope. So
So
you
yeah,
start.
she's gonna put the little fella in the passenger seat and gun it back to her house. The truck is not happy.
No.
The truck is not happy.
There is a lot of black smoke. There are some very unhappy engine
Yeah,
noises.
no, this is bad.
You know you're gonna need to call the guy up.
Oh yeah, no, the guy is gonna have to spend like a long weekend with it.
Yes. But
yeah.
so you are chug-a-lug-a-lugging your way down this road to
Yeah.
your house
Yep.
as fast as you can. And as you're getting closer, you can see this like blue bubble of magic. And you can see the figures inside of it. And you know that that's Azalea and everyone. But you can also see a very familiar form standing on the lake playing a violin. And I am going to need you to roll cool to act under pressure.
To fucking roll a pray to Jesus, like. Oh, I have a -1 to cool. Perfect. Yay.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a hard fail. That's a 4.
Oh, good.
Without the -1.
Oh,
I'm
good.
crashing this fucking truck.
Do you mind if I treat that as not only a failure for this roll, but for the violet?
Sure.
That's why I'm asking.
Oh,
So
no.
Oh, great. I'm gonna.
What did I mean?
This is gonna be so bad, guys. It was nice knowing you. You're gonna get run over.
No.
Oh God.
I have a different idea.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So you see that form of your wife, and you hear the music, and you start remembering that night. You remember waking up alone in the bed, hearing her footsteps as they were going through the house, realizing that your AIDS coalition quilt was gone. That she must have wrapped it around herself. And so you're concerned. It's the middle of the night. Why is she going outside? So you start to follow the path, the open doors, and you see her walking into the water right as you step out onto that back porch. And she just keeps walking through it like nothing's there until her head goes under. And you see the bubbles rising, and there's suddenly a rush of them, and then nothing. The lake starts to still again. And as you're remembering this, as you're seeing this play over and over again in your mind. You don't even realize it as your foot presses on the accelerator harder, plowing through the barbed wire fence where it wasn't cut and crashing the truck into the lake. And that is when you snap out of it. The truck in the lake, slowly starting to sink. But lucky you, the windows are still open.
The windows have been open this whole time, yeah.
They don't go back up. You got to get the duct tape out and
Yeah.
yank them.
Yeah, no,
Guys
exactly.
gotta get them up.
Yeah.
Got to call
I
the
mean, there's
guy.
worse ways to get up. Some people just need to be called names.
So yeah, so the rest of you just saw Mama Albert's truck barrel through a different section of the fence, and it's now in the water.
Can I roll
In the
something
water.
to try and stop her from driving into the lake?
I was
Or
thinking
is
the
this-
exact
Or
same
is this a
thing.
fixed point?
This is a fixed point in time, but I will say
Okay.
you can roll something that could maybe you could try to roll to do something. You could also
To help?
to help get her out of the lake and out of the truck.
Cool. We are going to enter the astral plane,
Okay.
which means that I can stop time around me and move while others are frozen. So I'm gonna roll weird to see one if I can bring, or I guess to see how many people I can bring with me.
Okay.
So that's an 11. On a 10 plus, I can bring more people with you or stay in the astral plane for a significant amount of time.
Okay.
I am going to bring everyone with me.
Okay.
And as time freezes around us, you all look at me, if you all see me, and my eyes are burning.
Does it do that whole time stop so everything kind of grays out ever so slightly?
Just a bit,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Main expansion.
in front of my forehead, not growing out of it, but in front of it, are two horns made entirely of flames. Curve upwards.
You know what? I'm not going to say it because it'll only piss you off, but
I'm here for it.
why'd you have to take a move of his?
Cassie, was that in character or out of character?
Wait,
Didn't have an accent.
Well, you know, no, I think she's in a fragile state of mind. She's not thinking about
So
that.
sad that the horns can't be used as handles because they're made of fire. So sad.
So you see this, everything around all of you grays out right as the truck impacts the water. So it only has sunk a little bit before everything stops.
We've got to get out of there. And he's just gonna start just booking it.
Are you Naruto running?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah! Horns first. Ah!
I think Azalea will kind of like snap out of it and she'll start booking too.
Okay. Because time is frozen, I will say you can walk on water. Because that's just way cooler than you
Jesus
still sink
motive.
in the
Yes.
water.
Jesus motive.
Let's go.
Yes.
Sam, Ray, Milagros, what are you guys doing?
well, Milagros too was Mama too far away to be caught in the time stop?
No, because it was right as like they impacted the water.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, perfect. Just
So-
immediately like,
Go ahead.
no, you first.
I was-
I know my idea.
No, I was gonna say. So, I have a very odd question.
Yes.
I'm undead. Do I have a soul?
Yes and no.
So, do I get affected by like something that pulls me into another plane of existence when I may or may not have a soul?
I will say this one actually does affect you.
Alright.
For reasons
For
that I know.
reasons. Actually, Chris is not gonna do shit because Chris's eyes go wide as he's staring daggers at Dio, and you don't even know where it comes from, but Chris has a tire iron in his hand.
You feel in your mind something just sort of. It almost is like someone soothingly stroking your shoulder. And you get the sense that it's your guide, your dark guide.
Okay.
And just that they're trying to say, not this one. This one is fine.
So I would basically just deflate and like fall to my knees.
Yep. And then you hear, in your ear, you hear that voice. Do not blame the child for the sins of the father.
I'm answering back in my head.
Mhm.
He took my children, I'll take his.
Why take his children when you can take him?
I didn't say I wasn't going to. He took everything from me. It's not justice until he loses the same.
Killing the child does nothing.
Hmm.
Because the child hates his father as much as you.
He doesn't respond.
Okay. Thank you, Malakers. Sam, what are you up to?
Something he hasn't done since a lakeside town in New York. As he just takes a deep breath, his eyes starting to glow as he focuses his magic, and he's trying to create a barrier similar to the one he cast upon themselves, but around the creature, sealing off its power to draw people in.
Okay, roll me weird.
And for the advancement I took, weird +1.
Nice. Set.
With the +3, plus a 4, and a 5.
Ah, yes. Yes. Yeah.
So a 12.
It works. It works. You wrap this thing in a bubble of your magic, and you couldn't hear the music because of the time stop, but you can imagine that once the time stop is ended, you will no longer be able to hear the music. And I will say, because of what you got number-wise, it is fully encased, like head to foot. Its feet are no longer touching the water, and you think if you tried hard enough, you might actually be able to pull it in the magic bubble towards you.
You're basically just holding it there. It's like, I think I've got it contained. Thankfully, whatever you guys can do to it isn't going to pop it.
Dio's running. Less worried about it, more worried about your friend.
We gotta save Mama.
So you
Save
get
Mama, I'll make sure this thing doesn't suddenly start moving again.
oh, I could be so
You have
mean
to
here,
choose
but I
between
won't.
Mama in the truck. Choose Mama. Fuck the truck.
Wow, rude.
This is just because you don't want to meet the guy that fixes trucks, fishes, dogs, cats, and ferrets, isn't it? You
Bro,
just don't
the
wanna
guy
meet
is
the guy.
gonna pull the truck out of the
Pull that
water.
truck out of the lake.
He's gonna just do it.
He will perform his
The
mechanical
most
necromancy.
unholy of necromancy possible.
That truck will not die.
The truck will become a character.
Yes.
So if I get to the truck, I'm gonna use demonic strength
Oh
Rip the door off from the truck.
no!
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you have to
That's an
roll for that, or
original
that's something you
door.
have.
I have to roll Doom instead of Tough
Okay.
when I kick some ass. But I
Roll
don't have.
Doom? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a demonic
No,
thing.
right?
It's a demonic thing.
Roll
That's
Doom.
bad.
That's
ass.
fucking awesome.
I don't have any points in Doom, but I am going to spend a luck to give myself one.
Okay, mark off that luck.
Uh-oh. What if
Is
you
Mama
do?
Albert
Done.
also unfrozen, or is it just?
Yeah, no, you're also unfrozen. You're part of the everyone that
How
Dio.
close is the figure to the truck?
You've still got a few yards between you and the figure.
Cool. She's swimming towards it.
Swimming?
Yeah,
you
she's
walk on water?
Finagling yourself out of the window.
yes, she's finagling herself out of the window and she still has the axe.
Mhm.
But that's yeah, she's swimming towards it.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, using the luck gives me a 12, so I'm assuming I just ripped that fucker.
You rip the fucker off, but Mama Albert realizes it's no longer in the truck. You see the splashes of them kicking away.
They crawled out the other window.
You see the tote bag that's got something
Yeah.
like moving in it.
Yeah.
I walk on the water towards her, and just kind of like walk next to her. Hello there. What are you doing?
She's got tunnel vision right now. That's her fucking wife. That's her fucking wife that's been gone.
He's gonna reach down and pick her up and put her on top of the water. You know, you can just.
She takes a second to be like, "What the fuck?" And then is like, "No, my wife is over there. My wife is over there." And starts
your
running
wife.
towards it.
All right then.
Like,
It's just kind of standing there for a second. Like watches her run for a moment.
The power of lesbianism.
All right, and then he's just gonna.
No
Bye,
thoughts.
TikTok. It was nice knowing you.
No thoughts, only white. Oh shit! Wait, you're right. I lasted 2 hours. 2 hours.
We were so
without
close.
saying the L word.
Did we get banned again?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm watching TikTok right now. We're not banned.
Okay. So yeah,
Have her
the
stalk us.
Dio's gonna how short is short? When you say she's short, how short
She's
is
5'2".
his mom?
5'2". She's
Okay.
M's height.
Yeah, she swears
Okay.
to God she's like 5'3.5", but she's not.
So Dio is like briskly jogging next to her. She's just- So wife, eh? All right.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Also, she's crying. It might be hard to see because she was just like drenched in water, but like yeah, she's crying.
And just before you reach,
Don't you fucking do this.
just before you
Don't
reach
you
the figure, you fall into the water because you've exited the time stop.
Oh no.
So you're running, and then all of a sudden you're
The time stops.
no.
It's
the
Brat
time-
Boy
yeah, the
running
time
across
stop-
a pool, just like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
time
it
stop
doesn't
only
it doesn't
reaches to a
last.
certain point. Well, no, it hasn't stopped yet, but it only reaches out to a certain point, which is about 5 yards before where the creature is.
Is
So
the
they
bump
get out there, and then for us, for those still in the time stop, they just freeze.
Yes, you see them like they sink into the water and then just freeze.
shit? Fuck.
Oh, great! It's going to range.
Well, that magic wasn't it. That magic was us.
That magic was that. So, whatever you want to do, set it up now because I have a feeling this field isn't going to last much longer.
Oh God, I'm not real good at this part of anything. I'm sorry ahead of time.
He's literally just going to manifest the spell into like what looks like a small stake and just stab it into the ground just so we can let go of it.
Okay.
Okay. Now time for the fun part.
Hmm.
And you see, well, you don't see, but you feel the time stop starting to shrink back in.
Get ready.
The color spreading back across the grass
So it's
until
gonna
it
pull out her
settles on
finger.
the point that Dio was standing in and pops. And time starts back up again. And the two of you are literally splashing into the water.
Horns
Oh,
vanish
that
from-
engine is so getting flooded. There's no saving it. R.I.P. the truck.
The guy can do anything.
Guy can fix it. It's fine. It's fine. It only got in so far. It'll be real easy to pull out.
Phrasing?
Yep.
I mean, if you want to.
Crazy?
Hey, listen, it's about that time of year.
It sure is.
All right, so Dio, Mama Albert, you are in the water.
Cool. I love drowning.
Right.
This is the
treading
second
water.
time in 3 weeks my character is drowning. Mama Albert can swim though. Like she's a solid swimmer.
But
She-
you've also
this-
unexpectedly dropped into the water from running.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like she's startled, but like she can recover pretty quickly. After all, she lived on a lake because she liked to swim.
Okay.
And now it's ruined.
I mean, it's better than living in better than a pineapple under the sea.
That
We'll
was
just
really good.
push
That
it
was
somewhere else.
really good. Just push it somewhere else. Is the bubble like solid?
You're not sure. You don't know.
Okay, because like
The bubble at this
that's
point is
still
more
where she's
like
headed.
like it looks almost like an aura surrounding them.
okay.
Well,
Who's doing what? What are we doing?
Kicking some ass.
yeah, Dio's treading water. Like, well, that was unfortunate.
Is there still a whirlpool under the figure?
There is still a whirlpool under the figure, and you're starting to get caught
yeah.
up in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same with Dio. You're slowly starting to
You know what?
travel.
Mama's kind of trying to yell at him, being like, "Can you get me up there?"
I think we can't slow this creature down a little bit.
I mean,
I'm
the creature's
gonna-
not moving.
I'm going to swim next to her, and I'm gonna like ditch effort, grab her by the scruff of her shirt, and I'm gonna use demonic strength and try and toss her.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna use
We're
another
getting
luck.
yeeted!
I'm gonna use another luck to give me a 12.
Which is
Okay.
also something that happened to Wolverine a lot in that cartoon, is they would just
Uh,
throw him.
You just
The
got yeeted across
fastball
the floor.
special.
It was
Albert, you have been yoked upward.
And I fall back into the lake. Oh no.
Can I so this is where I find out, is the bubble solid? Because I'm trying to grab the figure.
The bubble is not solid. You pass through it as you get yoked
do I,
up
like-
into the air.
Do I like smack into them?
You know, you got thrown up in front of them.
Okay. Can I grab onto them?
You can try.
Okay.
Please roll me. I'm gonna call this to act under pressure because you are traveling at a speed.
Yes. Okay.
You have been yeeted.
Who yeeted them?
Sphinx.
Dio
I
did.
thought
Trap-
Theo-
Theo
It
did.
was me. Dio.
Traveling at the speed of tossed.
The saddest thing is, this would have been a perfect time to use Boomer Juice because it gives plus to act under pressure, but that's not possible.
Nope.
So Boomer Juice will have to wait. So
Nana
sad.
just getting thrown to shore. First reaction, drugs.
First reaction, Danimals.
I got a 10.
Okay.
Is act under pressure influenced by tough or weird?
Cool.
It's cool.
Cool.
I have a -1, so I got a 9.
Okay, that's fine. So I will say on a 9, you are able to grab them, but they grab you at the same time. So it's kind of like you've got, like forearms, but they are digging what feels like claws into you. And you fly upwards. The bubble is going with them. You're out of the bubble. And then you hit that vertex.
You've
And
been
you
removed from your
start
circle
to
of trust.
fall back
No.
down into the water.
When the claws dig in, she's still crying. It's like, huh, finally grew out those nails, huh?
There's no response.
Yeah.
It's always the loved ones, isn't it?
All right, who's doing what? You see Mama Albert holding on to it.
We're gonna kick some
Crying.
ass with combat magic.
Okay.
We're
They're
just gonna
getting
kick
hit.
some ass.
With a missile of energy made of pure entropy. Basically, a blast of pure chaos.
Roll it.
I do need to roll weird instead of tough, thankfully. The
Yes.
spell slingers do not use tough. Their tough is actually kind of shit.
Yes.
It's true.
Let's see. That would be 10.
Okay. So, hold on, let me pull your bullshit. So it all works. So it hits, and I will say it's traveling at enough speed that it does actually send them. They were heading back toward, like they had reached that vertex of the throw and were starting to come back down, and your lightning impacts them at such a point that it actually throws them onto the other shore of the lake. Still clutched together, but they are now
Out of the no, they're not going to land in the water.
they're not laying in the water. They are both laying on the other side of the shore. And you see them kind of like they land and there's like a spray of like kind of like rocky sand, and you see kind of like a little roll for a second.
Is the whirlpool still going?
The whirlpool is stopping.
Do not let that thing get back in the water.
Okay, but you asked for it.
Don't let it get wet.
I'm gonna climb on top of the,
That is
of the
not what she
truck.
said.
If Mama Albert wasn't
How
so
far out of the water
devastating,
is
also
it again?
so far.
It's completely out of the water, but it is on the other side of the lake from you now.
All right. Go ahead and go, Cassie. I'll do my thing after you.
Okay, so she's gonna crawl out on top of the truck, so she's like out of the water. She's gonna pull her skirts up because her arm's still healing, and she's going to invoke one of her rope and start carving into her leg.
And which one are you using?
So this is the reflection. So she's carving runes into her leg and mirroring them back onto this creature that is pretending to be somebody. She doesn't believe they are.
Okay.
So
Roll me that
I'm
weird.
going to roll my weird. Get back here. Okay. So that's an 8.
Okay. So you are going to mark your harm.
Mm-hmm. Which we don't reset from last game, right?
No, you could have reset from last game.
Did reset from last game? Okay.
Yeah.
It's your luck counter that never
Cool.
resets.
Yes.
Okay.
Except for with certain
Got it.
abilities and improvements and stuff.
Got it. So it's an 8. So yeah, that's 1 harm to me and
One harm
1
to them.
Yep.
And you feel the magic sink in. And you know that this is one of those times you can't use it again.
Yep.
Oof.
But
Damn it.
Mom Albert, you're close enough. You see a little bit of blood on there. You see blood start to trickle down their leg, and for a second, the image flickers, and instead of seeing Dandy's form, you see what looks like a combination of a troll and some kind of fish. And then it flickers back to Dandy's form.
All right. So from the other side of the lake, Eric kind of snaps to, and he looks across the lake, and he heard everyone say, "Don't let it get back in the water." He sees the creature across the lake, and he holds out both his hands, and he just says, he speaks something in. I don't even know if your character be close enough to hear it, Dio. But in Infernal, he says, "Honor the pact," and I have to roll weird.
Oh dear.
Yes, I got a 10, and my weird is what, +1? +1, so it's an 11. So, on the bank between the creature and the lake itself appears a giant flaming Cerberus. Don't let it enter the water.
And there is just all of a sudden, because you guys had rolled a little away from the bank, so standing at the edge of the water is now just this massive black and gray smoke and flame everywhere. And this massive, just 3-headed dog snarling.
Why the fuck did he summon Spot?
One of the heads turns towards you and growls.
Yeah, I remember you. Give you a bone after. Not
So-
like that. I saw that look.
What?
Nope.
Get your
I don't
head
know
out
what
the
you're
gutter.
talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's fucked
Okay.
up.
Uh,
That's fucked up.
Sphinx will be next, and then we'll go back to Milagros.
Okay.
The Sphinx actually, outside of like throwing, hasn't gotten the chance to actively do anything if they want to, so I will give them a chance.
Do it.
Cool.
What you got?
Dio will start swimming towards the shore. Now that the whirlpool has been stopping and he's got a bit more control over his momentum. And once he gets to the shore, he'll kind of get up on the sand and the rocks. He'll look at the Cerberus, kind of give it a nod, and then look down at his you figured out that what he's wearing is in fact just a long fucking knit cardigan. It's like, I just got this thing, and he's gonna reach inside and he's pulling out a katana.
Well, dang, I feel underdressed now.
Lovely, we love it. All right, Mom Albert, we're back to you.
So when she saw the flicker and saw like the change in form and like in the back, Monster Hunter brain got pushed to the back seat because like she's dealt with things like this before, but they've never done this where they've stolen her wife's form.
Mhm.
And so like she was just like, yeah, all of that can shut up. But when she sees it, the grief that's kind of been completely hijacking all of her actions starts turning into rage, and she's fucking livid that this
Yeah.
thing that killed her wife would do this, and she's already got an axe on her, so she's popping that thing out and trying to hold it down to swing on it.
Lovely.
Questions.
Lovely, lovely. I will need you to roll me some tough
Yay! I have a
to
plus
kick
3.
some ass.
Yeah.
And I will say, you could probably use boomer juice here.
Let's
Doesn't-
go. Take that shot.
Just malice in the face, axe in hand, sips.
No, literally. So she's kind of got it pinned. I think she's leaning like all of her weight with like her leg
Yep.
on its like torso to like really hold it because like arms can only do so much. And she's still. I have really epic music that just turned on. Thanks, Spotify. And we're going to use Boomer Juice. So really quick, the ability. You carry around a flask filled with Boomer Juice. What is the liquid? Who fucking knows? Drink Boomer Juice and gain a +1 ongoing to kick some ass and act under pressure rolls. Gain +1 armor and then gain a -1 ongoing to anything involving charm or sharp based rolls for 3 narrative hours.
Yep.
So the Boomer Juice looks like this. It is Danimals yogurt.
The best part.
And a string cheese. Like it's
Don't chase the animals with string cheese.
Animals with string cheese. Yes.
Why?
You gotta add dairy to dairy.
Yep, and we're gonna roll.
Double the dairy.
Double
Double
down
the
on the
fun.
dairy.
Oh shit. Okay. I got an 8. Plus my normal tough is 11. Plus the Boomer Juice, I got a 12.
Lovely.
Yes.
There we go.
So you are going to inflict. How much damage does your axe do again? You
Yeah,
do 3 harm.
Yeah, 3 harm.
So with a so you get to pick an extra effect with an 11, and let me pull those up for you. Where did it? Oh, there it is. You can gain the advantage and take 1 forward or give 1 forward to another hunter. You will inflict terrible harm, which means you get +1 harm, or you can force them where you want them.
I'm going to give 1 forward to the next hunter.
Okay, so that'll be probably, I think, Sam.
Okay.
Oh, right.
So Sam, you'll get a +1. I'm gonna mark off this damage, and the monster's gonna go for a minute. As you, where do you put the axe? You put it in the neck.
Yeah, I'm putting it in the neck. It should not be allowed to wear her face.
Okay. As the axe sinks in, and you see the blood again start to drip down, starts to pool underneath it, the form flickers again. And again, it's this troll fish combination. And you see it tries to flicker and go back to Dandy's form, but it can't, leaving you with just this blue-skinned fish head torso leading into these long gangly legs, and you can see on the back there's this like pressed in fin to the ground, and it laughs. And it takes its claw and it swipes at you.
I would like to roll to protect if I can.
And oh, never mind. I can't do it unless it's a failed roll. Never mind.
Okay, roll to protect.
I'm too far away. Too.
That's a 10. That's
Okay.
10 flat. I have 0 in tough.
That's fine. So you will hold on. Let me look at this properly. So
Sorry.
you will protect them. You'll protect Mama Albert. And then you get to, because it's a 10, you get 1 additional thing. You can suffer little harm, so you'll suffer 1 less harm. All of the impending danger is now focused on you. You can inflict harm on the enemy, or you just hold the enemy back.
I am going to have the danger focused on me so
Okay.
that Mama has a better opening to swipe at this thing. Because I feel like Dio's kind of like gotten the subtext of what's happening here, and it's like, this isn't for me to kill.
Okay.
It's
So
for
you reach out and you manage to block Mama Albert from being swiped by the claws with your katana,
Mhm.
but it gets you in the leg,
Okay.
and you are going to mark 3 harm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a luck to not take any.
Oh, and that increases your doom thing, doesn't it?
Yep.
Sure does.
Sure
Do
does.
you want to hold off on using your luck?
No.
Okay.
It's good. Doom is kind of good for him. Okay, so you will not take
Yeah.
any of that harm. The creature switches its gaze to you, but now it's Sam's turn. Aaron, what are you doing?
It's lying on its back.
It's lying on
Perfect.
its back, but you're also having trouble seeing it because there's a giant Cerberus in the way.
So I guess move the side. At least I see it because I don't need a line of sight necessarily directly to it. I just need to see it so I know what's directly under it for what I'm about to do.
Okay.
We're going to use combat magic again, using a different effect.
Oh no.
Lightning.
Yeah. Yeah.
He starts an incantation. The skies darken as he literally just brings his finger down, falling a bolt of lightning directly on top of them. He's attempting to. But these are for. 4 and 6 goes off weird, so that's +3.
That's 13.
And since it's rolling for kick some ass,
Plus you get that +1.
son.
You're up to what, like a 14, 15? Yeah, you got it. You hit it. Real quick though. Hey Azalea, will you roll me act under pressure? Because that
Cool.
was some lightning.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Okay.
What's it with me constantly doing things that reminds your
Okay.
characters of PTSD flashbacks?
I'm not really sure, but that would be a 6.
Okay. You see this lightning, and it isn't actually, but in your mind, it is accompanied by a crack of thunder, and you lose your footing on the truck and fall back into the water.
Splash.
Sam, how much damage did you do?
So, because it was above a 10, we're going to inflict terrible harm. So
Okay.
that would be. That'll be 3 harm.
Okay.
And it's messy.
Yep. So you see Dio, Mama Albert, this lightning bolt come down from the sky, and it actually, you see it actually hits the metal blade of the axe and sinks into the body, and the body flops, vibrates like it is being electrocuted. And you can smell the burning fish scent. It's real fucking gross.
Ugh.
And then it kind of explodes.
Now
And so
I'm
now
right
you're-
on the other side of the lake.
Yeah.
I
So now you guys and the Cerberus are covered in fish guts.
Oh, shit. My bad.
The whirlpool stops. Oh, the whirlpool had stopped, but now it's completely gone. And Azalea, you feel a little hand grabbing onto you.
Oh fuck!
It's the little guy.
It's the guy.
No,
I'm
not that
going
guy.
to try to shove it away and get out of this water. You know, that's real nice. That's real nice. I don't know you.
You mama friend. I work mama.
I'm sorry, what?
You're a little
And he
talking
starts-
turtle.
And he starts dragging you towards the shore as he's swimming.
Oh my god!
As that happens,
Okay.
you all just hear, it got in my fucking mouth.
Well, maybe don't keep it open when you're fighting something.
And as you're all dealing, Azalea, you are being towed out of the water by this Kappa.
Mama, is this little tiny little turtle guy yours? What is happening?
It's
Meg. Name Meg.
it's some little
M
fucking,
friend.
it's a minion thing.
A kappa?
Kappa?
M friend.
Oh,
What's a kappa doing here?
Mama
It
boss.
It was serving the fucking this piece of shit. Like trying to shake the guts.
Yeah, you are covered.
Yeah,
in
no, I was
You're
literally
covered in
on-
guts.
like,
Dio just
honestly,
walks into the lake.
I was gonna say Papa's also gonna swim back across to wash
Oh, good.
up.
Oh, lovely.
Doing numerous dives underwater.
As you're both
I'm so scared.
swimming through the
I
lake,
can see a body down there.
you don't see a body. Well, you do see a body.
Oh, this is
But
very
it's
my
moving.
manner.
Oh,
I
for
hate it.
fuck,
I
there's
hate it.
15 more of these fuckers.
It's
What
swimming
the
up
hell?
from the bottom. And as it breaches the surface, Mama, you see Dandy's face.
Oh, fucking hell, not another one.
And she looks at you. And she smiles.
Maybe not another one then.
Don't worry, I'm already ready. Lightning's already arcing.
No,
from
no,
fingertips,
no,
ready to go.
Stop, you crazy wanker!
I haven't
I
heard
know
that
you
one
said
in a while.
wanker, but I heard stop, you crazy white girl.
That's what I heard too.
Wait.
And she swims towards you.
I'm so fucking scared. It's gonna be another illusion. It's gonna be something awful.
You can roll weird or something to try to see through it if it could be an illusion.
Yeah, I can roll. Yeah, I think I have +2 to weird.
Yes. Weird.
Yes, I have
Weird
+2
is
to
good.
weird, so I'm gonna roll weird. Oh, my heart's gonna explode. Okay, so that's a 7, and then I have a +2 to weird, and then I get the ongoing +1 from the boomer juice. So that's a 10.
Hold on, let me check something about Boomer Juice quick.
Oh no, wait, no, that was a weird roll, not kick some ass or act under pressure. It's a 9.
Yes, so you do not do that, but it doesn't give you the negative one either.
No.
So it's still a 7.
No. I have a +1, so I rolled a 7, and then the plus with my +2, I have a +2 to weird.
Okay.
So I got a 9.
Still a 9.
Yeah.
So she gets close and she cups your face, just like she used to. And you immediately know from that touch, this is your wife. This is not an illusion. This is not anything else. This is your wife. I'm sorry. I lost the quilt.
It's okay. I'd rather have you than the quilt.
She gives you a little peck. Why are we in the lake?
But she says that, Mom Albert's like, oh, this isn't some ghost saying goodbye shit. This is like she's been released from wherever she was.
Why are we in the lake? And why is there a giant three-headed? Oh,
The three-headed dog is the least weird part of it.
I mean,
Mama Albert's gonna try and like start like wrap an arm around her and start trying to swim with her.
Let's go onto the shore.
You get onto the shore.
Yeah.
And I will say, while you guys are swimming onto shore, your backs are turned. Azalea, you're being dragged out by the Kappa. But Dio, Chris, and Aaron, you see a figure on the other side of the lake. And you see the Cerberus shrink down to a smaller size. And it approaches the figure. And it's the woman from the earlier on the street. And this little now Cerberus-looking puppy approaches her, seems very happy to see her. She gives it a pat. You can see her saying something, but you can't hear anything.
Too much water in the ears.
And you see just she looks back out at everything, all of you. The eyes, you see them focus on where Mama Albert and Dandy are in the water. Smile on her face. As you see you watching, the face sinks in just the tiniest bit before she turns around silently and just starts walking back into the woods.
She did. She did. She did. Wow.
What
Okay.
was that? All right. It's coming out of the. All right. What the hell was that?
Well, you haven't figured it out yet?
Clearly not. That's why I'm asking. I was busy trying to not drown. You know.
She stole
Her
my
and
dog.
her they and their
She stole my fucking dog.
husband.
No, the Cerberus
Are-
is still on the other side. It's actually now like trotting back over.
Yeah,
He'll
it's
literally
down
just
the lake.
open
Yes.
open coat, pull out some of the treats he keeps just for it. It kind of bends down to hold it out for it.
Treats you have for just what?
A Cerberus. He's familiar with Cerberi.
If you're going to do any kind of work in the hill, you always keep some of these on hand just in case.
I'm not
What?
going to
I get
interfere with it.
What? I get around.
That's what she said.
After she got tested.
That's time to do it.
Oh, that's because he got it wet.
I mean, one thing leads
get-
to another.
Yeah.
What happens when you get it wet?
God.
If you haven't caught on already,
Oh.
they and their husband, it's complicated. They're not natural. They're not normal. They are, by all extents, supernatural.
Sure. Managed to glean that bit. Yes.
They used a little bit of their gifts to influence the situation. Something they can't exactly do directly without getting in trouble. So they do it indirectly, telling riddles about futures that have yet to be, without actually telling the actual truth behind the magic.
Oh, she's a seer then.
Kind of. Think of it like the fates from Greek mythology isn't too far off. If you know your fate exactly and try to influence it, you're going to end up with a different result. That's why they're so cryptic.
Oh, it's like that scene in what was it? One of those last Avengers movies where like, if I tell you what's going to happen, it won't happen.
Yes, that.
With Benedict Cumberbatch. That's his name, actually.
That's his actual name.
That's his
Broccoli
actual name.
cauliflower.
You're so right. You're so right,
Yes.
Cassie. That's his actual name.
Like, yeah, that's the one. And he just opens his hand to reveal the 3 treats, one for each head.
Oh,
Gobbles them right up.
hell yeah.
There we are.
Dio walks over to Chris, like as he's like wringing out his cardigan. Listen, mate, I hope I didn't freak you out too much. I know you did kind of point at me and ask me to ask my people. Long story short, I didn't really have a choice in being what I am. My father kind of fucked over my mother, and here I am. I want him dead. Yeah, not my people. At least I don't claim them. I don't expect that my saying this will make us mates or anything like that. But just thought I'd give a bit of context as to and just gestures wildly around all of this. Right then.
He just
Continues wringing out his cardigan.
Chris's face is just going through like anger, rage. His jaw is absolutely clenched, locked. Every muscle in his jaw is like flexed. His hands are clenching and unclenching.
Would it make you feel better to get a good one in? I feel like clenching your jaw might break a molar or two. That's never healthy.
He says, I've been informed that killing you won't do any good.
But that's it. Whoever did the informing, I give my most humble thanks. It's appreciated. Thank you for not killing me.
He looks at you and he says, if it's not your fault, then I am sorry for what is waiting for you. Because I've already seen it.
Ah,
And I can tell you, if I were you, I'd find a way to get out of it.
well, I'm hoping that killing my father will do the trick, but we'll burn that bridge when I get to it, I suppose.
I'm killing your father.
Well,
Flip forward, tag team.
I
If-
have certain abilities that allow me to inflict things on other people. I would
Sure.
like no, I'm sorry, I'm talking to Liz. I would like
No.
to see if I can modify eye for an eye, but instead of inflicting damage, I'm just going to give Dio what happened to me and my family.
Instead of that, so what's really fun is that when Monster of the Week, when Evil Hat released Tome of Mysteries, they gave us other options for weird.
Okay.
wait, what?
Yeah. If you look at Tome of Mysteries, it has other options for weird, for the
25
use of
bucks,
weird
great
instead
investment.
of
I
just
highly
magic.
recommend it.
I do not have
It's so
Tome of
good.
I need
Mysteries.
to get Tome of Mysteries.
I have the PDF. I can send it to you
A
guys.
friend of
Yay!
mine wrote it. Was one of the writers on it. So yeah, it is really
Yeah.
These, I love using weird. It's one of my favorite abilities
Yes.
in the
No,
system.
this has some fun ones for weird. Roll weird.
okay. Please roll good.
Are you kidding me? I swear to God.
And I will finally use my +1.
Okay.
7. I barely got it in.
You barely got it in, but you still
That's
got
what she
it in.
said.
So it's gonna work imperfectly. So, Dio, you see flashes of what Chris went through. You see the landlord transforming into a demon. And it is the being that you know to be your father. And then you see him growing larger as the family shrivels, becoming skin and bone. And you feel that he's eating the anger, the anguish, the fear. And then you see Chris falling story after story, but it's like you're living it. So you're just seeing the sky growing further and further away. But before any impact happens, you snap out of it. But when you look down at your arm, you see cuts, like you got actually cut by the glass.
I'm killing your father.
Race you to the finish then. And I would like to try and show him what I experienced if I can.
Okay, roll me some weird. We're having a daddy off.
Daddy off.
Oh, no, we're having a daddy issues off.
That's a 9.
Between Fantasy Daddy and Dagger Daddy.
So it's going to be the same thing. It's going to work imperfectly. So, Chris, you are suddenly transported. It's a very nice home. It is, but it's this storming night. You can hear the rain, the thunder. You can, see the cracks of lightning. And all of a sudden, the fire in the fireplace flares. And then it flashes. Excuse me. And you see that now oh so familiar form of that demon climbing out of the fireplace and looking at this beautiful woman and reaching his hand out to her and grabbing her arm as she starts to scream. And then it flashes again, and you see her. She is being pulled into the fire. So the rain starts to come harder. The thunder is louder. You can see more lightning happening. And the woman is fully in the fire. And she just whooshes away. And then it cuts again. And it's a scene you don't expect to see. It doesn't make any sense. You see a woman running through the forest. Oh, not a woman. Maybe late teens, maybe early 20s at the most. And then you're back. And you feel like you have a burn on your palm.
And Dio will raise the palm where that mark is, race you for it.
And he holds up the same palm with a burn, and it heals. I win.
We'll see.
Well, if you two are going after an overlord of hell, it's going to create a power vacuum, and obviously I can benefit off that. You'll have my aid. I do love a good power vacuum.
I hear they suck.
For some, when you play your cards right, you can benefit in the end from it.
It just right over your head. Just right over your head.
No, I just choose to ignore it.
Trust me. You chose to ignore the fact that there were two perfectly clean human beings right in front of the thing that you decided to explode with lightning. That kind of ignorance.
Well, I needed a clear shot. I didn't want to shoot through you, so the best option was to aim from above.
Right.
If you think you're going to go through this line of work and not get covered in guts, gore, or who knows what, I hope you've got a good dry cleaner.
I know. Well, I was going to say I know a guy, but it is in fact a girl. I've got a girl for that.
In every town?
No, it's the same.
Then I doubt they're going to be of much help, especially if you go traveling.
You'll be surprised.
Azalea, are you? Please tell me that Kappa isn't trying to drag you into the water.
No, it dragged her out of the water, and now it's just like huddled next to Mom Albert, like clutching his pant leg.
I think he got me out. I think we're okay.
All right.
Are you doing all right there?
I mean, that's a relative statement. I'm only bleeding a little bit, but it's fine.
Right.
Hold on. We're going to use magic to try to actually, considering there's multiple people with some injuries, let's use magic in order to try to heal said injuries.
I don't know if you should necessarily try that.
I'm fine. I'm just gross. He walks off.
I'm not giving you a hug.
My magic's a bit reflective.
Oh, that's talent.
Yeah, just a little bit. And she'll hold up her arm where it's got like 3 or 4 different runes carved into it that are still kind of like scabbed over and healing.
Ah.
It's one word.
That doesn't mean you
also
can't take
painful.
some healing. It worked last time. I'm pretty sure it'll work this time too.
It's fine, actually. I'll just keep it.
All right.
Takes the cardigan off. Oh, fine.
And
Oh,
that
you
is
shouldn't.
what
You
we
shouldn't do
call
it like that.
Actually,
Huh? What?
that's where we're gonna call it for the night. There's still 2 more episodes, Sam.
I know. Hey, at least this one didn't end on a fucking cliffhanger.
Well, I mean, still sort of technically running on the cliffhanger, ending
do
on
you
the
mean?
cliffhanger, because we only thought this was cult stuff. This wasn't cult stuff.
We didn't
There's
get
still
the
cult.
cult.
Oh, yeah, stuff to deal with the
Gotta
cult.
find the cult.
We
So
gotta
whenever
find
the next
cult.
one takes place, we'll be leaving off exactly where this one did,
Can the scene end?
or within the same time frame.
Within the similar time frame, probably only like 2 days later.
Okay, then
Can
I
the
will
final-
not be changing it over. Maybe the last one, probably not, but we'll see.
I was gonna say, can the final scene be Chris looking down at the puppy Cerberus going, "What the fuck am I gonna do with you?"
As you say that, it just looks up at you, and then poof, disappears in a flash of smoke.
Aw,
Oh,
they never stay
baby.
for long.
I didn't think they could stay for long. It doesn't actually say how long they stick around.
No, I didn't put that. It would only stay through that one scene.
Yeah, I figured as much.
That makes sense.
Those things are so damn cute. If only they
They
were
really
also
are, yeah.
just
But yeah,
Very trendy.
I like that at the end I saw the wheels turning in Cassie's head.
I saw it. I was like, oh no.
And I do enjoy
putting
the
on
fact
there.
that you tied Sphinx and Maya's backgrounds together, and then now I have to hate Sphinx's character.
Oh, there's more than just that tag
Oh, I'm
together.
sure. I'm sure. No, I'm positive.
oh,
I'm pretty sure
now
Cassie's put part of it together.
But I am excited to play a
God.
character that doesn't like Sphinx's character because I always like Sphinx's character, and this is the
Really?
first time I've ever had an in-character reason to really not like him.
I hate your daddy. I hate my daddy too. Getting fucking
I hate my
line.
dad too. Fuck yeah.
I'm
I want him as
I've got a
dead.
contract with your daddy. If we can get rid of your daddy, A, I become a free agent. B, it creates a power vacuum. C, people need to fill that power vacuum. And D, I can then make better deals, one-sided deals with people who want to be in on the power vacuum. Let's go kill your dad.
He deals with the devils then.
I feel like your character just keeps hearing from its dark guide. Remember, the enemy of your enemy is your ally.
The enemy
Is
is
your
your friend. No, the enemy of my enemy is my enemy, just not acting as my enemy yet.
Yeah, Chris is just like, all he can do is remember his kids, and this is one of his kids. The only thing that's keeping him from doing anything stupid is the fact that he assumes that a demon doesn't give two shits about its kids, and it would not affect it one way or the other.
Aaron will keep his mouth shut.
Oh no, Daddy would care.
But only
But
because his power was threatened and he was shown to be weaker because his child was killed. He wouldn't feel what Chris felt.
nope. You have to take what's most important to him, which means you have to find out what that is.
Yep.
But we'll worry about that next time.
Oh yes, we will. Dun dun
Oh,
dun!
yeah.
Thank you so much for running, Miss Liz. Where can people find you on the mighty interwebs?
You can find me at various iterations of @MissLiz and @MissLiz2 on pretty much all of the social medias. I'm obviously here on Wednesdays. I am usually playing our wonderful barbarian, but every so often they're very kind to let me torture them. And you can also find me over on Monday nights on the Starfield playing Werewolf the Apocalypse, where I get to play a sweet little baby cottagecore lesbian werewolf who turned into Greenos for the very first time in the last episode, and it was great.
It was great. It was a coming of age. You had to be there.
But you can be there because you can watch that episode on Starfield's YouTube.
Yes. Never forget, most of us all have YouTubes, and if you want to catch up on back stuff, you can. For Kingdoms of Mist, you have 3 years worth of back stuff to catch up on, so get to work.
Phrasing?
Have fun. Go nuts.
Back stuff.
Have fun, go nuts.
Have fun catching up on the back stuff.
Oh yeah. Let's go next to Sam. Sam, where can people find you on the mighty interwebs?
Oh, there's several places. On most social medias, you can find me as some iteration of Markov & Co. On Twitch, you can find me, as well as the wife, over on the Starfield, along with Liz and several other amazing cast members on shows on Monday and Friday evenings.
We
You can
love our
usually-
tech man.
I primarily do tech, so I'm not on any of the shows. The shows I'm part of are Tuesdays over at ADH Adventures with Cassie, with the show that kind of kicked off that entire channel here on Wednesdays, and on Tuesdays and some days on Sundays. It all depends on how I'm feeling. I do the Tech Guy Versus series on the Starfield, where we take on various different. We're starting to do different gaming challenges. Currently, we're on a Pokemon Nuzlocke, and we actually managed to get through an entire day without any losses. Not
Does that mean you
without
didn't
the
do a
game
single
trying
gym
it.
battle?
No, we got through. This will technically be attempt number 3. Attempts 1 and 2, Brawley kind of stomped the shit out of us, which is why we are taking our time, being a little bit more careful and gearing up. So we walked back in there a third time, and no, he's getting no fucking mercy. We're gonna make him bite the curb.
Ugh. I only say that because I've seen that happen in real life, and ugh.
Same.
Yeah.
So let's continue around and said some goodness because Sam took us to a dark place. Let's say hi to Cassie, Lady Vamp. Where can people find you on the mighty interwebs?
I exist on the social media at Lady Vamp. I don't post a lot, but I am there. And as Sam said, I'm over on ADH Adventures on Tuesdays playing a trauma cleric because I can't say no to trauma. And of course, here on Wednesdays, where I usually play a druid who doesn't have trauma.
Oh, yes, she does.
Yeah, they do.
No, she just doesn't realize it yet.
No, I know. No, she has trauma, but there is some mental health issues that stop her from acknowledging it.
There is. We have the cleric who has trauma, who has seen a therapist and is very close with their therapist, and then we have the druid who. What are you talking about? Trauma is not a real thing. You mean that little box in the corner? It just stays in the corner. It's fine. You don't have to worry about it. Don't look at it.
I'm so happy. Look at me be happy.
Yeah.
Trauma, I don't know her.
Everything's fine.
Trauma, who's that? Can we be friends?
I know this place. I know this place called the Red Drape. Got great stage shows.
Yeah. No, it's real fun. It's real fun. We can go. We can totally go.
Go
They
to the
love
Red
me there.
Silk. It's like, oh.
We'll continue going around the curve and say, Milagros, where can people find you on the mighty interwebs?
Hello, my name is Milagros. On pretty much everywhere, I am Fountain Pen Femme, and if you would like to find me consistently, being fucking tormented, but sometimes getting a happy ending, that was such a pleasant surprise.
Crazy.
I was so ready for her wife to turn to dust at the last second, or fucking something. She leaves the lake and shrivels up, and I don't know.
Nope.
That was so nice. Thank you, Liz.
You're welcome.
I'm here Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights with Dinner and a Game, either playing one-shots with these awesome people or being tortured in Kingdoms of Mist. I've been here for 3 years. I'm not going anywhere. I cried for 35 minutes our last stream. And then in our other game, Emerald Sanctums, not as much torture, but it's still stressful. You know, world's always ending somehow. But it's great. I love these people. I love Dag. I love playing with Ray. He's given me unrealistic DM standards, and Liz and Sam have not helped. I still have unrealistic standards. Like seriously. And yeah, I've been here 3 years and they can't get rid of me.
Yep.
I live here.
I love the fact that Milagros' first time playing an RPG was on a stream.
Yes,
I adore that.
Every stream I have played a game or game system, it has been my first time, just out the gate. World of Darkness, playing Werewolf the Apocalypse, first time, and I only do these super long campaigns. So like personally, I don't feel like a very experienced D&D player, even though I've played for like 3 years straight, because I have only ever played one character. She is not multi-class. She is just a paladin, and I refuse to budge on that. So eventually I'll branch out, but like long campaign first. This is where I live. These are my soaps. These are my shows.
And I think I forgot. Well, actually, let's finish off with Sphinx. Mr. Sphinx Akasha, where can people find you on the mighty interwebs?
Hello, I'm Sphinx Akasha, of course. You can find me on TikTok as Circle DM, Sphinx Akasha, just about everywhere else on the internet. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you can find me right here with Dinner and a Game, usually. Tuesdays playing Emerald Sanctums, as Milagros stated, and then Wednesdays normally playing with these fine folks in Kingdom of Mist. every other Friday, including this coming Friday. You can find me with ADH Adventures, where I run my campaign, Agents of the Circle. It's a homebrew 5e campaign set in a homebrewed version of Eberron. We're in our 5th and final season. The players are in the Kingdom of Anthems, the Bard Nation. They are in the catacombs beneath the Temple of the 36 Chambers of the Wu-Tang. They're actually in the 36th chamber. And if you tune in Friday, you get to see them fight a pair of highly evolved gelatinous cubes. And things will probably evolve from there as well. It is, in fact, our 5th and final season. So please tune in. We're also a podcast. So if you want to catch up, all five seasons up to current are wherever you get your podcasts. On Saturdays, you can find me with ADH Adventures as we swap back and forth between Unlicensed Magic War Crimes and Heroes Arc. This week, I believe, is a Heroes Arc week. So you see me playing Raziel, my Necromancer. And then on Sundays, with ADH Adventures, you can join us for The Tale That Never Was, where I play my answer to the question, what would happen if Howl from Howl's Moving Castle were Kalishtar and Calcifer were his quarry? It's time traveling. We do some time traveling, dimension hopping. Pretty sure there's a Time Lord party. It's wacky. And then just tune in for more information about the Everbright, because that is coming sooner than you think. And that's going to be some really exciting stuff. I'm really hyped to start sharing that stuff with you guys.
Yes, excellent. Also, and you can find all these amazing creators' links, and you can find our links in the chat right now. Remember, we would all create no matter what, because this is our hobby and something we love to do. But if someone takes the time to hit that like or follow button on any of our creations, it gives us some serotonin that you can't even begin to imagine. And so if you want to do that for these creators, that would be amazing and wonderful, and we would be grateful to you. If you want to do that for us, thank you as well. But if you want to follow any of these creators, the links are there. And if you want to contribute to PCRF, you can do so, even if we're not streaming. If you choose to donate to PCRF when we're not streaming, just tell me what game you want to apply it to in the comments and what player in the game you want to apply it to, and we'll do it. Anything we can do for donations, we will do. We want to make sure we hit our $1,000 goal. We're at 600. Let me check. I have it up right here. We're at $620.97 raised. So now we're under $400, the $400 mark. We're in the 300s now. We just got a little bit more to go to hit that $1,000 donation mark. So please do what you can to help us out. Also, remember, if you are going to be going out anywhere, we're gearing up for Gen Con. There's another local con that's happening this weekend. But if you go anywhere, please do what you can. Social distance where you can. Wear a mask all the time that you can, because we almost all of us went to Gen Con. Almost all of us came back with COVID. And so just be careful. Take care of yourselves. We want you to be able to join us as often as you feel able to, and you have to have the spoons to do that. So take care of yourself, because we can't take care of you because we're not there. But we do love you and we want you to be safe. We are going to go ahead now, and we're going to, on Twitch, we're going to find someone to raid. So we're going to be raiding out that way. On all our other streaming channels, we thank you all for joining us. We hope you have a great night, and we will see you on Friday for Cyberpunk Red, where they are literally about to raid a sub-housing building that is held by 4 separate gangs. And at the top is an Arasaka drug lab that they're raiding.
Oh,
Yeah.
burn it to the ground.
Yeah.
Burn it to the ground. Burn it to the ground.
Oh no, Arasaka and the gangs have a working understanding. So the gangs provide security, so you can't get up through the building because you have to go through 4 separate gangs. And they chose to land on the top. That's just Arasaka security. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's worse. The Sakas are known to hire Tiger Claws, and Tiger Claws are crazy motherfuckers.
Arasaka is known to hire Tiger Claws outside of the Arasaka buildings. Inside Arasaka's property, they can do what the fuck they want.
That's true.
And the people who are there hold very illegal weapons.
Yeah.
Or prototypes.
Yeah.
That haven't hit the market yet.
Oh, raid. Who's raiding us?
I think they're excited that we're rating someone
Oh,
else.
okay, gotcha. Yes, right. Sorry, thinking about it. And I think they rated us too earlier. But thank you all very much again for being with us. Remember, at dinner again, we always save you a seat at the table. And we hope that you will come back and join us on Friday for Cyberpunk Red. And then remember, on Sunday, we're going to be broadcasting the pre-recorded game of Light and Lost, run by Crafty Mirage. And that's going to be starting at 8 p.m. on Sundays now. We're going to be pre-recording that just so we can have a little bit more time to get things together. And if people show up late because they overslept, we have more leeway. So,
Valid.
guys, we will see you guys next time. Thank you, everyone. Like I said, Twitch, stick around. Everyone else, have a good night. We love you, and we'll see you later.